Yeah.
All right. I told you once, you son of a bitch. You know that song, Stas?
What? Devil went down to Georgia? Yeah.
Yeah. You know that song?
Yeah, I told you to play it.
I thought you were just, same words.
No.
Oh, look at that poster. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. And you know what? Speaking of posters, I finally finished mine this week.
Wait, did you
I
send it
sat
to me?
down on Sunday or Saturday. Yeah, I did. It's in our chat. Go scroll the fuck up.
Wait, should I? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Should I do this one? Chat, you can't see this. But should I? Is that the poster?
You son of a bitch, I'm clicking. No. No. You can't be doing that. That's an inside joke. Okay.
That'd be funny though.
So on Sunday or Saturday or one of those stupid days, I sat down and forced myself to finish this poster. And I all I had left was to finish the all I had left was to finish the head. And I'm not an artist. So putting this head together with facial features and believable hair was such a huge task.
I think you did great.
And every day not every day, but every minute I was fighting just a feeling of hopelessness and worthlessness.
That's my entire life. My entire
Yeah.
art life.
I know.
Most of my
For
life.
a moment, I felt what it was like to be you, and it didn't feel great.
No, no. There we are. Wow, this is small.
I mean, is it? God damn it. Why didn't you blow it up at all?
I can blow it up. Hold
You
on.
didn't prepare this at all. You didn't put it in at any.
I'll be honest. I don't know why I didn't register that that was the like you were sending me it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know because you're you.
The white background is really nice.
It's a poster, bro. I didn't have time for backgrounds.
It could be an off-white or something.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, fuck off, mate. You guys see this scandalous slut that Stas drew?
It was gonna start as Secret Agent Misfortune, but really, let's be honest, Secret Agent Misfortune is based on Jessica Rabbit. So I just kind of went with Jessica Rabbit anyway.
Sure.
I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. There's obviously things wrong with it that I can immediately see, but I kind of lucked into the leg shape. I could have been there for hours trying to get something that looked like a thigh, but
Are you lucked into the leg shape?
Yeah, I kind of managed it. And I feel like that's part of what becoming an artist is. That's what that repetition is, like getting reps in. It's like knowing that shape, like getting that shape right on sooner than,
Oh,
than the
100%.
90th try. So, I did it better than average. Got it together. I'm happy with it. Now, I'm not super happy with it, but
You're not thrilled, but you're happy.
I'm done with it. Yeah.
You're content.
I'm content. It's a finished piece.
And also,
let it go.
And also, look at that slut with the tatas the size of Uranus.
I can't do 3D, so I couldn't really sell it, but I tried to do some shading so that it's kind of shows roundedness.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I like the glitter to the dress. That had to have taken some tedious.
No, actually, that was quicker than I imagined it being.
Really?
I picked a spray paint tool.
Oh.
I selected just the dress, and I just
work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. I just picked lighter and a darker or whatever, 2 different tones, and pop, and then went in by hand to fix any major points of clumping.
Good
and that was
for you.
it.
Yeah. What size shoes do you think she wears?
Are you saying the feet are too small?
They're tiny. They're tiny. If you look at the shoe compared to her eyeball, it's like similar sizes.
Yeah, I know.
It's a stylistic choice. It's fine.
I'm bad with feet.
No. Everyone's bad with feet. It's fine.
If there was not going to ever be a perfect size foot. If they weren't too small, they would have been too big. I would not have landed on good feet.
No, I think that's good then. If you have to go too big or too small is probably better. You don't want Ronald McDonald over here.
Yeah, that's clown shoes. Clown shoes. Here, let me just tangent right here, okay? One
Okay.
of the funniest things I ever heard in my life. It's 3rd grade, okay?
Okay.
I sat in front of this kid, his name was Richard Ward, alright?
Richard
Forgotten
Ward.
him. Yeah. Anyway, Richard came from another school, and this kid had a rep, okay? Because at one time on a field trip, we went to his old elementary school to see a play on a field trip,
You went
and
to
all the
another elementary
teachers
school?
yeah, I don't know, there was a play being put on, so we went to
Huh.
go see it,
I didn't know it was a thing.
and everyone and all those teachers knew who Richard was. The minute he walked in the door, everybody knew Richard, you know?
this
It's like, "Oh god, this kid."
this kid had clout before
Um,
clout was a thing.
anyway, it was Halloween, right? And everyone's there with their costumes. I I can't tell the story without laughing. Everyone's with their costumes, right? And Richard has a classic clown outfit, you know, the hair, the nose, the one piece,
Yeah.
right? And the big red shoes.
Okay.
And and I'm sitting right in front of him. It's like time to get our costumes on because we're having our party or whatever.
Wait, hold on. What are you dressed up as?
I don't know. It's 3rd grade. It's probably a Ninja Turtle or a pirate. It's probably a Ninja Turtle. Okay.
Those were two that I was when I was young too. Ninja Turtle and Pirate.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, we're just talking, and he sees me looking at his giant clown shoes, and he looks at me and says, "They're my mom's." I don't know why that was so funny to me, but 9-year-old Stas could not stop laughing.
Dude, that is so good because it wasn't like there's no conversation about it. He just like he knew he had to explain himself or something.
They're my mom's. It's
They're
like,
my mom's.
what? They're clown shoes. It's like the implication here. It's like, what is the implication? Your mom's a clown? No, it was just so stupid and so silly. I could not stop laughing.
Wait, they were
Uh,
actually like full on clown shoes, not just like big shoes that were his
no,
mom's?
they were clown shoes.
Oh
That's what made it
no.
funny. They weren't regular shoes. They
Why
were
does she have
clown
clown shoes? Okay, okay, I
shoes.
see.
That's the joke.
I
I don't
see.
think they were his mom's.
I thought the joke was that he like felt like he had to explain himself. I thought
No,
that
he
was
did not have to
hilarious.
explain himself. He was just saying shit.
They're my mom's. In case you were wondering, bro.
Ugh.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
did you ever transfer schools growing up?
No,
Yeah, I neither did I, but I had a
I
couple of
mean, you
friends
don't
that
mean like I mean like going from elementary to middle. You don't mean like that shit,
no,
right?
you switched schools and it's all new
No, I've
people.
never switched schools.
Yeah, me neither. But Jevo came in 3rd grade. Um yeah, he's always been a little squirrely guy.
Yeah, was it easy for him to start making friends?
I don't know. I mean, but I always thought about that, like all the way up through like high school, getting new students, and I'm like, oh man, how awkward was this for like how I would have been like a little piece of shit. I mean, I already was, but like to be in a room full of people you really didn't know, or maybe that would have been my breakout moment. You know, I'd be like, who gives a shit? I don't know any of these people.
I had experienced that sometimes when I was in like a random elective that I didn't share any, like, no, I didn't really know anybody. That was the time to just be a different guy, you know?
That blows my mind that that's a thing for you because we knew everyone in the school. Everyone knew everyone.
Oh, well, yeah, well, we had a bigger school than you did. That's
Yeah.
why.
I mean, my graduating class was like 75 or something like that, 80.
Right. Right.
So there was like 400 kids in the high school. Everyone knew each other. I mean, at least like kind of knew names or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this one kid when I was young, like middle
Mhm.
school, I think. Yeah, it was middle school because it's like right when we got starting to do gym and there was like the boys locker room, right? It's your first experience like getting naked in
Oh,
front of
yeah, I
other
have
dudes.
another Richard Ward story. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But there's this kid named Donnie that came and he was an odd duck. But I remember like in the locker room before gym, he would just casually apply he would casually apply deodorant to his shins. And he said that he didn't want his shins to get sweaty. And of course, everyone made fun of him. And it's like, what are you doing? Who taught you this?
Good job, Donnie.
He
I
left the
don't
next
know.
year.
Where does that come from? Well,
He-
good for him.
yeah, he was. Well, I don't think it was by his choice, but
Oh,
probably,
well,
probably,
sorry,
probably good
Donnie.
for him. That's a bad start, man.
So, third grade again. Picture it. Richard Ward. We're in gym.
Richard Ward
In third
again?
grade, yeah, third grade is this guy was a character. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, third grade is when you start changing clothes, right? And you're supposed to start taking showers or whatever after gym class, whatever
Wait, what?
whatever
Third
you were
grade?
doing. Yeah, third grade is when you change clothes and well, especially when we did swimming, you were supposed to shower
You guys
afterwards.
had a pool?
Yeah, we had a pool.
What the fuck?
Anyway, it's the first time everybody's jumping into them showers, and of course, they're communal showers in the boys' room. I don't know what it's like in the girls' room, but they're communal,
Oh yeah,
right?
they're
So
communal for us
everyone's
too. Yeah,
supposed to get naked and go into this shower, all right? And
yeah,
it's like there's no one eases you into this. It's just like, all right, boys, get
yeah.
the
This
fuck in
is
the
standard
shower. You know what I mean?
procedure.
Yeah, exactly. So we go into the shower. There's only like three of us who actually go into the shower. All right, it's me, maybe okay, maybe four. I don't know.
Oh, you were a
Me,
brave tot?
yeah, me, Richard Ward, and and a couple of other kids. Okay, so I get into this shower, right? This fucker, and this piece of shit, Richard Ward, starts peeing everywhere and trying to hit people with his piss.
He's trying to hit people.
Yeah, he got me on the leg with his stupid piss. I was like, God damn it.
Dude,
You know,
Richard Ward
I
pissed on you,
yeah,
bro.
fucking Richard Ward.
That's so good.
You know, and even after and it was in the shower, you know what I mean? And it's like you can't scrub it off. You just feel like you got pissed on, you know?
You
It wasn't
well,
even that much piss,
yeah,
but
but
still.
wait, hold on, hold on. Was this like your first time? This is the first time everyone got naked and like showered, and then he's like, I know what I'm
Yes,
gonna do.
I told you he was a character.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
wild. But also, third grade is young. Like we didn't do third grade. It was middle school for us. So sixth grade, sixth.
Oh.
First had that. At least that
I
I
don't know if I
can
ever
remember.
even bothered with the shower again.
Oh yeah, that scar.
Yeah, it ruined me on the shower.
Fucking Richie Ward pissed on you
You
once.
don't want to fucking shower at school anyway. It's fucking gross.
Why is it gross?
Because the showers themselves are gross.
What did you guys have? Like, was it like a? We had like a. It was like a fountain. Like it was just like a cylinder, and it just had a. It just had like.
No, we didn't have those. We had this normal shower heads that were, lining the edge of the room.
Oh yeah, no, we had a cylinder in the middle, and it just kind of went. It went out in all
I think
directions.
eventually we got those in the high school. I think. I don't know.
Or are those considered better?
I don't know. I didn't use them, so it didn't matter.
Oh, um, thinking back on it, like middle school, I remember like the thing is there was like the gym teacher, like a guy, a male teacher would always be in the room with us, like in the locker room, right? Which
Yeah.
is around the corner from the actual shower, but like, you got to get naked out there. When I think about it, I'm like, dude, is that legal? Is that like there's no way that flies nowadays, does that?
I don't know, but at the same time, they're entrusted by the state to look after children.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree, but like
Well, okay, let
it
me
just
set up a
seems
scenario for you, a real one. This one does not involve Richard Ward. I was an adult when this happened, okay? So I'm teaching children, right, in the library,
yeah.
and these
You were
are
teaching?
yes, I was teaching.
Okay.
It was library time, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
the teacher brings them up and leaves, and I got them for 40 minutes or whatever the F.
Yeah.
So anyway, either at the start or at the end of library time, we go over to the bathrooms. Okay, there's a small hallway towards the one side of the library that has boys and girls bathrooms in them, right? And these kids are kindergarten, yeah. And they go to the bathroom. This one boy goes in He goes to, does his business, and then he opens the door, cracks it open, and he's like, "Mr. Ricciazzi, I don't know how to wipe myself."
Oh no.
And I am in like I must go white as a fucking ghost, okay? Because it's like I am not walking into this bathroom and wiping some kid I don't know's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not how I'm going to lose my job. You know what I mean? And it's like there are so many thoughts going through my head,
Oh
like,
yeah.
what do I do here? Okay, I don't know what's happening. And it's like, I'm thinking like, how does a parent let their child go to school without knowing how to wipe their butt? Like this is something's wrong. Okay.
That's hilarious
Adding
and
on to
adorable
the
of the
fact
kid.
that this child was a child of a teacher at the school, right? This wasn't
Oh.
some rando kid,
Oh, that's even
and it's like,
better.
no, it's not better.
Oh yeah, because could you just like beep boop beep? Hey, your kid needs his ass wiped.
No, and because it was like, this needs to be dealt with right now. She's not gonna stop teaching her class to come and wipe her kid's butt,
Or at the very least, you
okay?
can be like, hey, this has to happen. Like, I just want to make sure is it cool if I wipe.
So go ahead.
Would you do it?
Would I do what?
Wipe the kid's ass.
Hell no, that's not in my job description. I'm not wiping any asses.
Okay, but you don't let this little 5-year-old run around with a
Anyway,
crusty butt?
I said do the best job you can. But I got saved because the vice principal came up right at that very moment. It was like the timing could not have been better. And she sees the look on my face and she's like, "Do you need help with something?" I'm like, "Yeah." This kid needs some help in the bathroom.
Wait, so what did the VP do?
She takes care of it.
She went and wiped the butt?
Yeah, she wiped the butt.
Wait, so why? So you're okay with that?
It ain't me.
Anyone but you?
Anyone but me. Well, anyone but male teachers. Like you can't female teachers, especially with little kids, it's way more acceptable, right? It's like
Sure.
no one's batting an eye at it, especially like teachers of kids that age,
Right.
you know? And it's not like I had any intentions of doing anything, but it's like I'm all of a sudden alone in a bathroom with a child. Like that's
And
just
his
not a situation
pants
you
down,
want
ass
anyone
up.
having any questions about.
Yeah, that's not a good. I mean,
It didn't even matter that it was a little boy. You know what I mean?
oh no, yeah. No, well, it doesn't matter. It's just yeah. I know what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest. The first time I changed my niece, I was like, what? I don't. This feels weird. I don't like this.
Yeah, but now it's old hat.
Well, yeah. Now it's like,
Well,
oh
it's a
god.
relative of yours. You're looking after them. That's kind of your job, though. That's your in the description.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's not like I was, stepping out of line. It just is such a growing up for so long. Like it's there seems like some inappropriateness there. Obviously, there isn't, but like it just feels not okay for some reason.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I didn't. That wouldn't really be a thing for me if they were related. You know,
It wouldn't bother you at all.
if it was my niece or nephew, no. It's just the job.
Well, I know it's the job,
While they're
but
still in diapers, it's like they're not even a person. It's like an it. You got to take care of it.
they're not even a person. I don't know.
They
My
poop,
Lou,
so you got to change it.
Lou's getting pretty. She's getting quite the personality. She's like what? Two, she's gonna be 3 in May. She's hilarious. She's
Cute.
hilarious. They're finger painting today. Saw a snap.
Yeah, well, better today than tomorrow. You don't have to clean it up.
I don't. It's not that bad. It's not that bad because you just put down like a
Finger
bunch of.
paints?
Yeah, they're yeah. I don't know.
Oh, they're clean. They're clean kids. They don't get wild.
I mean nothing that. If it's not that, it's something else. Like every time they fucking eat's a mess, you gotta wash their face and their hands. So like,
Yeah, I wonder who they take after.
not me. They're cleaner than me. No, actually, my sister's super clean. Like, like, like their house is like immaculate. It's like, why? Where do you have the time for this?
All right. Let's talk about today's
Let's
topic,
talk about hell.
the depths of hell. When I told you what to name this, what did you think? Give me a right off the top of your head idea of what we were going to talk about.
Um, I don't know, like really bad, really the worst. I don't know, like maybe addiction.
No, we're going to talk about Diablo 4.
Oh, nice, dude. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better, dude.
You went real dark.
Well, the depths of hell. I mean, I don't know. I was
All
gonna
right,
say we don't
this
talk about
topic may
games,
lead
but
us into realms that really get to the core of pump and repump. We're going to start off here, okay? I'm going to start off making some statements. All right.
okay.
Diablo 2 was the only great Diablo.
So far,
Diablo 1 was good. Diablo 3 was to
mid.
trash. Yeah. I lean towards trash, but I can accept mid for some segments of the population, okay?
Sure.
It wasn't good,
Yeah.
okay? I don't have much hope for Diablo 4. Okay? I am not optimistic, right? I hope that it's a great game, but I have my doubts.
Well, of
Okay?
course.
Reason number 1,
Oh, you
the
have a
game
oh,
is yeah, I got reasons,
got
babe.
prepared. You're prepared.
Reason number 1, it's $70 for the base game, okay?
No, that can't be right.
That's no, it's incredibly right.
Is that for like a pre-order?
Yes, it's $70 for the base game, but that's the deluxe edition is 90, okay? So they're going to be paying 70, bro.
Wait,
Okay?
I don't. Wait, wait,
You
wait.
don't $70 doesn't even get you, even if you pre-purchase, it doesn't get you the 4 days early access. You need to buy the $90 version to get the 4 days early access during launch time. Okay?
Oh
I think
no.
everybody gets in the little open beta in March or whatever if you pre-order, but you only get the 4-day head start or whatever the fuck they're calling it in if you get the $90 version, okay? They are selling battle passes or season passes or whatever the fuck they're calling them in addition to the $70.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am positive. It's on their website right now. You can bring it up on our giant TV, branded Pump and Repump, and fucking look it up.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up.
And there's another deluxe version past that, which gets you 20 free levels of the battle pass or whatever the hell it's called. And it's just nonsense, bro.
Oh, it's
It's
coming out in
so much
June.
money. Yes, it's so much money for a game, for a series, for a brand that's already been losing its own genre for the past few years, right? It Diablo was apparent was the is like the OG action RPG, right? It was the thing, it was the original and was the greatest with Diablo 2 for a very long time. And
Uh,
they threw it away with Diablo 3. Okay, yeah. Scroll down to where the packages are listed or whatever.
this is heartbreaking. There's only 4 fucking classes. Oh no, 5. What were the original 5? It was Amazon, Necro, Barbarian.
Amazon, Sorcerer, Barbarian, uh, Paladin.
Oh, Paladin. They don't fucking Paladin.
Yeah, no Pallies.
So they Rogue is Amazon and Druid replaced Paladin.
Oh, Rogue is from Diablo 1. There were rogues in Diablo 1.
Yeah,
That's why you start in the rogues camp
from Diablo
in
2.
Diablo 2. Yes, because they're the same rogues or whatever the fuck.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Man, the art's really pretty.
Sorcerer, Amazon, Paladin, Necro. What's the fifth one?
I mean, Sorcerer, Amazon,
Sorcerer's Amazon, Paladin,
Barbarian.
Oh yeah, Barbarian. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, okay. Scroll down
Um,
to the packages.
there we go. Standard edition.
Oh
Inarius,
yeah, okay.
Inarius Wings and Inarius Murloc pet in Diablo 3. Who the fuck gives a shit about pets for Diablo
Yeah.
3?
Oh, yeah, we don't even have to talk about Diablo Immortal, which was the biggest cash grab you've ever seen, complete trash.
Wait, I don't understand. Who gives a shit about getting items for a game you're not gonna play anymore because this is the next version?
I don't know, man.
Bro, that'd be like if you bought the new Call of Duty, you get fucking a gun skin in the old one.
Yeah, it's dumb. I guess the idea they're trying to sell, and I'm not defending them in any way, shape, or form, is that you pre-purchase it now so that you can get the Diablo pet that the Diablo you're still playing because you're a moron. You get that pet there.
That's insane. Okay, so deluxe edition, you get the 4-day head start.
Yes, that's the $90 version, though. I'm trying to
Oh,
tell
what's the
you.
ultimate then?
I don't know what that costs. A lot more.
You get mount armor, baby. We're back full circle,
Yeah, we're
paying
back
for
to
mount
working on
armor.
DLC. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the pre-purchase look like? Oh god, is
What are
this
you
gonna?
what are you trying to say?
I want to see the prices. Where's the prices? Hold on, I'm a little nervous that this is gonna show my info.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
Do your thing.
It's what you wanna do.
69, 89, 99.
Yeah. Thought I was lying? You thought I had misinformation, bro?
I
Wrong.
wanted you to be lying. I was hoping you were lying. Bro, what the fuck?
Oh, it's trash.
Open beta early access. So all of them get you early access. That's cool.
No, they get you early access for the open beta in March. They
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't
That's
get
what I'm
you the
saying. That's what I'm
4-day
saying.
head.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, that's cool at least. Why is it $70?
Yeah. The thing is, it's not just $70 because that's really where they're headed. Like that's where standard video game pricing is headed now, 70 as opposed to 60 for AAA titles, which to me is ludicrous because I feel like AAA titles are not even that big of a deal anymore. They're certainly not as big of a deal as they were 10 years ago or whatever. There's just so
100%
many
not.
video games. Who cares about Far Cry or whatever
Well,
AAA
not
titles
not
come
only
out.
that, but like there are some indie studios that are putting out AAA quality games.
Yeah.
And really,
So,
really,
okay.
the only thing that makes AAA is either usually it's like the graphics quality, which I don't always give a shit about, right? It just has to look good. Like, I don't know if I'd say Fortnite is considered AAA quality graphics, but I like those like cartoony graphics.
Yeah, but also Fortnite's free,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no,
And
I agree.
Apex
Yeah,
is free. And all these games that have these battle passes are generally free because that's how they make their money off the pass,
yeah,
right? League of Legends free.
I agree. I agree. And this is what actually fucking hurt Overwatch so much, and why they were like, oh, well, I guess we should go free on the Overwatch 2. How did they not
And
learn from this
I don't understand because I just don't get it. It's so ludicrous to me that you would buy a $70 game
and
and
pay
then get
for
in the game and
content?
like, hey, you want the armor we really spent time on? You're gonna have to get this battle pass. Okay, you actually want to look good? Well, you're gonna have to spend more money. It's just nonsense.
Premium seasonal battle pass unlock? What does that mean? That this one
That's the
comes with
battle
it?
pass.
It comes with it for an extra $20?
Yes, that's the battle pass cost.
And you get the mount and you get the early access. Dude. You know what I was interested in with the fucking Diablo 3 was when it first came out, they said they were gonna have like the market that you could sell items for real money.
Yeah, the real money auction house.
Which
That's what you
lasted
like.
like
They
I
got rid of that shit so quick.
oh yeah.
It was such a no, I hated that.
I thought it was a cool idea. I thought it was a cool day. Because otherwise it just happens anyways, and it happens like on eBay or some shit.
Yeah, they wanted their cut or whatever.
That's fine. Take your cut. It's your game.
Mm.
But then it also,
The
but it
thing
also,
is,
it gets rid of like, it's the same thing with like, when government's like, hey, start fucking legalizing drugs so you get your cut, but also then less people are dealing with shady shit.
yeah, but also it doesn't even. The thing is that they ended up with a game that doesn't even encourage trading at all. Like they ended up with a game where to get your end game loot, you're basically running a fucking instance over and over to get some purple currency so that you can buy a bajillion mystery you can gamble a bajillion mystery items so that you can hopefully get the ancient version of the unique you have. Right? You don't just want the unique, you want the same unique but the quote unquote ancient version.
Huh.
And it's like, what is this? Why is this the game?
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Diablo 2 is the best. It was the best. Let's see.
Anyway, their main competitor, Diablo 4's main competitor, and here's where the pump and repump comes in, is Path of Exile. Okay?
Okay.
And you may know Path of Exile to be from the game I Won't Shut Up About You Not Wanting to Try. Um,
I never said I didn't want to try it.
yes, you did. You were like, well, not tried it, and you didn't like it. I'm not
No, that was like when we were. Wasn't that when
Uh,
we were playing Diablo 2 Resurrected or whatever? And you're like,
I've
oh, Path of
I
Exile.
said you should try Path of Exile multiple times, and every time you hemmed and hawed, and you were like, nah.
I've
I don't
never
know what you
hemmed.
got against it, but it's an incredible game.
I've never hemmed nor hawed.
Yeah, you hemmed and you hawed and you gave your little non-committal says answer.
Well, how's that go? What's it sound like?
It's like, well, I don't know, maybe. Well, we'll see. You
Why do,
know,
why do I sound like a fucking like a fucking snooty
yeah, too
director?
complicated.
Yes, you can. I'll have my new movie out next
Anyway,
summer.
Path of Exile is free, right?
That's how you
It's
know it's
been
shit.
dominating the action RPG market for years, right? And yes, you buy they have their own battle passes or loot boxes or whatever the hell, but it's all cosmetic, but you don't have to pay up front to play the stupid game.
Yeah,
And
I can't.
every couple of months they release a brand new expansion with like a whole all different systems and a whole new theme, right? Not like the stupid seasons in Diablo 3 where it's just like let's reset and I don't know, we'll change this unique to I don't know, shoot rainbows out of your dick.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I know it would for you. All the
Um,
colors of the rainbow.
I not that long ago, I got down in a little rabbit hole about like the lore for Diablo,
You
which I
didn't even know about rogues. How far could you have gone?
well, it was about a specific rabbit hole, right? And apparently, like, so there was the angels and the demons, and they're fighting, and then there was this angel who is like, I'm sick of the fighting, and this demon who's like, I'm paraphrasing here. There's like a little more nuance to it, but it's like basically Lilith and fucking Anarius with like a demon and an angel who are like, this is bullshit, and then they went into this hidden area with the world stone, and then the angels and the demons couldn't find them. I think somehow they fucked and made humans, and then the humans didn't were like in this world, and then they ended up something happened, and they betrayed each other over and over, and all this shit. And I don't know. It's pretty interesting, actually. It's so interesting. I barely remember it,
Yeah.
but it was cool. It was cool. I love reading the Blizzard lore is pretty fun to read.
The the lore I've heard is all very dark. You know, like no one really survived the first one and only a couple of people survived the second one.
Oh, you mean like the first Diablo?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
the warrior is the
warrior
one that
from the
like
first Diablo is the second Diablo, is the guy who
yeah, in
turns
Act
into
Three.
the Wanderer or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, the what's it called? The sorceress gets murdered by the assassin.
That you play as?
Yeah.
Why is the assassin murder the sorceress?
I don't know why. It's if it's not that it's not her specifically. It's like
Her crew?
her order or
Yeah,
whatever.
her clan.
They assassinate the sorceress.
Yeah, I think I did read that.
Obviously, the barbarian survives because I think that's the idea is that's the same person, right? That you're playing again.
In
That's why
three?
he's so old. In three, because
Yeah.
that's why he's so old.
Yeah, that
In
man's
two,
been through some shit.
and everyone just ends up either dying. I think the paladin was killed. I'm not sure what happened to the Amazon. I think she either was done. She probably is dead too. I don't know, but
Dude, we're so good with this lore shit. We probably should just commit a whole
I don't
podcast
care
to
that much. I read something one time. We don't do research here, remember?
you get heavily filtered information from this podcast.
Anyway, I want to circle back to this Blizzard bullshit. The thing is that they've been treading water. They've what's the phrase I'm looking for? They've been trading in on their good name for a very long time, and the name
Mm.
isn't even that good anymore. But people still flock to anything Blizzard produces as if it's the greatest thing that's ever been released.
They, well, I will say this: they still they still do things well. Maybe not everything, but they still do things well. Like the graphics and the gameplay of like Overwatch is good. It may not be the best, but it's still good, right? It's still like standout good amongst the shooters in the world, right? Um,
I mean,
Diablo.
there's not that many shooters. Let's be real.
What the
It's
fuck did
Valorant.
you just say?
It's Valorant. It's Overwatch, and then everything else is like way down the list, right?
Where's Call of Duty?
Okay, yeah, Call of Duty, yes.
And then pretty much all of the BRs are shooters.
Yeah, but the BRs are a whole different beast. I don't really consider that the same thing.
And what about Counter Strike?
Counter Strike has had its day.
Okay, well, it's better than Counter Strike.
Um, as of 2023, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, not in the past. Counter Strike was great at at its peak.
Yes, it
Fantastic
was
game.
great.
In fact, I'm kind of baffed.
It's still a great game, and it still gets played competitively.
It's
You still
still.
see
I
tons
don't.
of streamers on Twitch.
Is it a great game still?
Yeah, it's a great game.
I don't know if it's a great game still. Like just watching clips
I
of.
like it. I think it cemented itself as a classic, and once you're a classic, you're just great.
Is that true? Are there classics that if you went back to play, you'd be like, this is dog shit?
Probably, but it's still a classic.
Yeah, but okay, so the thing that why Valorant I think is better than Counter Strike and overtook it, and I know there's like little nuanced differences between the two, but the main reason is because for fucking a decade, Counter Strike didn't do anything with its game.
No, I agree. It didn't.
It didn't
Yes,
evolve. It didn't
didn't
progress.
evolve. That's true.
And
But
I'm still
in
waiting.
a
Like they got to
way,
have a new
it
game
needs
coming out,
to.
right?
I don't know. I feel like they're fine with it.
They're just gonna keep coasting on a 10-year-old game.
I don't know. What else are they going to do? I mean, think about CS:GO. How different is it than 1.6? Really? It's not.
At the very no, the big difference would be that the engine and like the graphics and the animations and all that shit at least look better. Like when I look at
Yeah.
clips of like CS:GO, I'm like, holy shit, this is, you can tell that it's not god awful, but like it's dated.
Well, if you're looking at clips, they're probably playing on they're if you're looking at like people playing the game seriously, they've already turned their shit on low.
Yes, but even Valorant on low looks pretty.
Yeah, I get it, but yes, it's a newer game, but I don't really give a fuck in terms of looks.
I do to some degree. Like it makes
We played Vagabond, bro.
yeah, because Vagabond wasn't a fucking top tier shooter for the past decade. Where's all your money going? Invest in a little bit of upgrades. I mean, shit. Also, you remember Counter-Strike Condition Zero?
Oh god.
That was the
yeah.
console, right? The console game? It's ugly. It's not
Okay,
great.
so where were we going with this? Oh yeah, Blizzard still makes good games.
I
But you know what? They also made Diablo Immortal.
Well, I
Hey,
mean, you know what it is? They're a big corporation. They fucking money grab. It's not the fucking the new and upcoming developer studio that's getting the best talent, and the other thing, the times have changed, right? Because the markets are so saturated and shit like that. It's like I was reading something about how even in like Hollywood, because of where we are with technology and like all that shit, people aren't gonna do movies like they used to. Like I think the example they used, it was Good Will Hunting. They're like, that movie wouldn't be made now because it's just not. It's the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It's like a passion project or whatever. It's like there's It's the reason we have fucking 30 Marvel movies because that's what makes bank.
Yes, but that's not it's not just like, "Hey, we can't make money anyway else." It's there's also a factor of we wanna make the absolute most money
Yeah,
for
yeah.
every movie,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And so they don't wanna make movies that just make money. They wanna make movies that make an insane
The
amount of
most
money.
money.
Yeah.
100,
So,
yeah.
it's like there's plenty of good movie ideas out there that will be successful and will see return on your investment, but they don't want to invest in them anymore. Right? It's like playing I want to bring it back to League. It's like playing League and a hero falls out of the meta for absolutely no reason. They're still perfectly fine, right? And
Yeah.
they'd be really good, but for whatever reason no one touches them. And then one day, and this will happen with movies. One day, some motherfuckers will realize this character's fucking good. Let's play it, right? And I
Hopefully.
think at some point it'll be cyclical in the movie industry, and someday they'll realize, why don't we just make good movies, and then we still make money,
Well,
but we also make something that people respect.
I think it's because probably a lot of the I don't know exactly how the movie industry works. I'm assuming there's people who are investors, right? Investors don't give a shit about the movie. They care about how much money they're getting back. So unless you can somehow separate investors or like that where you get the money from wanting a
The
return,
studios, it's not. I think the studios themselves fund the movies.
well, they're businesses too.
I don't know. I'm too
They're
stupid on this. I'm gonna say some shit that's real dumb and incorrect, and we're not gonna look it up. So
yeah.
let's just.
But my thing is, even if it is the studio is still a business, and they're still looking for the best return. They're not like three guys who are like, let's make the best movie that we think is like really good. Let's make the movie that's gonna give us the most money, so we can
Yes,
say,
but
hey,
ostensibly they're making art, you know. And I don't know. Call me wild, but I would hope that people who make art are at some point concerned about making good art. You know,
well, I
bad
mean,
art.
but hold on. There's two things here. One, it's not like the Marvel movies are bad. That's still good art. I just would like some fucking
It's not art.
variety.
I don't know if it's art really, but yeah,
It's art.
they're good
Any movie
movies.
is art. I mean, the fucking CGI alone is
Yeah,
art.
yes, I know, but they're kind of nearing like kitsch,
What does that
right?
mean exactly? I don't even know.
That's like okay, like think of like paintings, right?
Sure.
Right? Like think of this the Scream or American Gothic or something. Like think of like a classic painting, and
Okay.
then think about four dogs sitting around a poker table playing poker, right?
Okay.
That's kitsch. Those dogs are kitsch.
Wait, why is
It's
the
like
dogs kitsch?
it's not meant to do they're not like it's not anyone's magnum opus. It's not anyone's they're not like saying anything with the piece. They're not pouring their life into it. It's a simple cute picture that does its job and it's made to sell, right?
Do you think the emotes I do are kitsch?
Um yes.
You fucking bitch.
That's your that's your livelihood.
You son of a bitch.
I'm not saying they're
Well,
bad.
then I'm as bad as the fucking studios, right? I'm doing kitsch shit so I can make money.
Yes, but you also draw portraits.
Ugh, it's a burden though.
I know, but you also do other art. You also explore things you really enjoy, right? And it's not to say you can't enjoy making
That's true.
emotes, right? But in your emote work, you're making commission stuff. You're like it's to the letter basically of what your person your customer wants,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
There's
it's a means to an end.
nothing wrong with it, but I we'd be a little wild to call it high art.
I think it's the best damn emotes you'll ever
And
get.
anyway,
Check me out
it's
at
not a knock. It's
twitter.com
not a
slash
knock
oh my
on your
set.
emotes. Yeah, give them a little plug. Let them know where they can find your kitsch.
Check out my kitsch. Yeah.
Um, but anyway, a studio used to do that. They used to produce the money makers, but then also produce the artistic movies, right?
Well,
Movies that they wanted to that their directors and stuff wanted to make.
But
but
hold
they're
on.
doing less and less of that now. It's almost all blockbusters and very few, like, you know, passion pieces.
The thing is, the thing is, like, there are still shitty movies being made. Like, there's like, I don't know. There's still shitty
What
movies
does
being
that have to
made.
do with anything?
Well, because like, if it is true that they're always trying to make blockbusters that can make a ton of bank, and they don't do any passion pieces, are they just that far off thinking that these are going to be blockbusters? Like, how is there no room for passion pieces between blockbusters and
There's
complete
okay, it's not
bombs?
that there's okay, you can't say there's no room. It's not 0, but it's way less than it used to be, right? And certain types of movies, especially movies in the mid-range that are like aren't like total art movies, art house movies, but aren't big triple A blockbuster titles, right? I'm mixing game terminology and movie terminology, but whatever.
I'm
Um,
following.
they're gone. They've been wiped out. Like, you don't see rom-coms and shit. You don't see those anymore, really. You don't see those comedy movies. You don't see the end of the, you know what I mean? It's like those
You still
things
get
just aren't
comedies
really
once in a
getting made.
while.
Once in a while. They used to be all the goddamn time. You used to never be able to avoid seeing one of the Wilsons,
Oh, I fucking
okay?
love
And Will
comedies,
Ferrell
bro.
and Sacha Baron Cohen. And now it's like, well, some
Well,
weird Borat movie comes out on Amazon Prime or whatever, and that was about it for a year or so.
you didn't like that?
Year or two. It was okay.
It was funny. I liked it. It wasn't like, belly busting, but it was
I
good.
can't do secondhand embarrassment very well, and that's really you can't
She
watch Borat.
capitalizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
liked the first one. The first one was really good.
but
But
I feel like there's still a lot of like comedies coming out, right? There's comedies like every year, multiple comedies every
yes,
year.
you're acting like
Maybe I just don't know
I
how
think
many there used to be.
yeah, I think you don't understand. I think maybe you're overestimating the amount of that are getting made now.
Well, I'm also, yeah. Look at your bald head.
What does that have to do with
I
it?
don't know. I just turned and saw. I even drew the little shine mark on your head. That's good. It's a shame though because I love comedy is easily my favorite genre.
I don't
I'll
know.
watch comedies on
Oh
repeat.
yeah, we already talked about this a few weeks ago. The last comedy that we thought was really good,
Oh shit, yeah.
and mine was Good Boys.
Goons.
Shut up.
That movie
Goon
was
is a good movie.
bad.
I thought I don't okay, maybe it's not good, but it was decent.
I was not decent,
And anyway,
dude.
you picked the worst of the options I gave you. You should have watched Brick. That's a really good movie.
Which one was Brick?
Brick is it's basically like a noir mystery, but it's set in a high school and it's starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it is. It was a good movie.
But it's not comedy, I assume.
No, it's not a comedy.
But
That's
yeah,
probably why you went with Goon because it was a comedy.
yeah, I wanted a
You
comedy.
normally can't go that far wrong with Sean William Scott.
What do you mean? You think he puts out good stuff?
Yeah, I think he's funny.
That's great. Dude, okay, listen, I don't hate him by any means, but I would consider him like a B tier comedy.
You're I don't like, but you're crazy.
I love you, man, but you're crazy. What is that from?
That's from Old School.
Oh yeah, old school. Yeah.
And Sean William Scott
He's
is
like,
like,
oh no, you just shot yourself with a trank dart. That is
yes,
badass. Yeah, Will Ferrell's top tier. I haven't
anyway,
seen.
yeah, we got here from fucking Diablo 4.
What has Ben Stiller been in? Has he?
Bears.
Huh?
The only good Stiller's Jerry.
He's dead.
I know.
That's also his
May he rest in
dad.
peace. I know.
Okay, well, I can't believe you're gonna talk shit about his dead dad like that. I mean, his son when he's dead.
I just don't care what Ben's up to.
Did you like Night at the Museum?
No, not really.
Yeah, it didn't really do it for me. There's also that one where he did like I think it was a Netflix original. What was it? It was like a family thing. What's going on? Oh God. I know I'm not helping, but it's driving me crazy. What was it called?
Royal Tenenbaums.
No, no, that's old school. Was he even in that?
Yeah. Ben Stiller?
Was he?
Yes, he was one of the
I
kids.
Oh, was he? I very
Yeah.
faintly remember it. I remember the old man. What was the old man's name? The actor.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, that's it. Real Tenenbaums. What is it called? Damn it, Netflix. Ben. I just blanked. What is his name? Ben. What?
Stiller.
Stiller. I kept wanting to do Ben Foster. The Meyerowitz stories. That
Ben
one.
Foster, who I feel like he's underappreciated. He's underrated.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I told you one of my favorite movies, Hell or High Water. Watch it. He's in it. Chris Pine and Ben Foster. Very good. Very good.
Why aren't you bringing Ben Stiller's IMDb up on the big screen? Where you're missing opportunities here.
Here, I'm just typing it in here. Ben Stiller. Well, let's just do IMDb.
Yeah, why would you do anything else?
Well, because I just wanted to know the name of this movie. Is this fucking Wednesday? Oh, before. Okay, yeah. Okay, Ben Stiller. Here we go. Look at that stash. Tropic Thunder was really good. 2008. Wow, that was so long ago. Zoolander 2 was 2016. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That was mid.
Yeah, not even. I'm not even sure it rose to mid.
Yeah.
Zoolander was the original Zoolander was funny, but I don't think because of him. It was Will Ferrell and it was
Owen Wilson.
Wilson.
But hold on, no. The thing is, okay, so there's sometimes in comedies where you need the guy who's not like. You need the less funny person to be like the staple.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They're called the straight man.
Okay, that
But
sounds very homophobic.
Yes, because it's straight as opposed to curved, like wacky, out of this world, straight and like on the straight and narrow.
That's like when I first
man.
learned what colored commentary was. I thought
Yeah.
someone was fucking with me. I'm like, that sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, but it's also color, not colored.
But whatever, color.
You really
Well, I fucked it up there. That's on me. That one's on me.
put out the slur on that one.
What? This is all he's done for movies?
Hey, he just doesn't do a lot of stuff.
No, this isn't right. This isn't right because he was in that Tower Heist movie. Where's that?
What is this actor?
Yeah, I think.
This is directing, bro.
Just kidding. Okay, acting. Here we go.
Oh my god, man.
Shut up, dude.
You learn to read.
Oh, fucking Arrested Development. That was good. He was funny in that. Hubie Halloween.
Yeah,
I remember him being in there. Listen, he's
Probably
making
just a
bank.
cameo.
Don't think twice. Zoolander 2. Yeah, he hasn't done a shit ton.
Yeah, maybe he's living his life.
How dare he?
Maybe he's trying to, get back with his ex-wife, which he should be doing.
Wait. They're not together anymore?
No.
What?
Christine Taylor. I don't know if they got back together, but they did separate. Man.
What was her name?
Christine Taylor.
Christine Taylor.
I loved her even when she was in Hey Dude. It was a sitcom on Nickelodeon about a dude ranch.
Are you sure they're still together? It says married 2000.
Sure?
It says married 2000.
Well, okay. Okay.
You're making shit up, bro.
I'm not making anything up. I swear.
They had, I think she was in Arrested Development, right? Like they did a couple of times where they had a couple things where they had fun little like cameos where they were. Oh my god. She's 51. Good for her.
Yes, people get older.
Oh, I'm just saying she looks good for 51. How old is Benny Still? B Stills. 65? He's born in 1965. That's only 10 years younger than my dad.
Yeah.
which would make him like 57, 58. Oh God, we're getting old, Stas.
Yeah, we didn't need to look up Christine Taylor's IMDb to know we're getting old. I could have told you that right from the get-go.
I know, but it's just hitting me. It's hurting,
We've
dude.
been talking about it. Let's be
I
real.
Yeah, but
Since
it's like
episode 1.
there's little moments where it just kind of like dawns on you. It hits you again, you know? It's like, ah, shit.
Okay, scroll up to the top.
Okay.
Are you on Christine Taylor's web page?
No, I'm Ben Stiller.
Okay. Go go to Christine Taylor's. I want to talk about this.
Okay, can I do this from here? I gotta type it in. Christine Taylor. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Am I watching this video?
Get the page. Okay, no, you're not watching shit. Scroll down a little bit.
More?
No, yeah, get to the lists. User lists on the
User
right.
user polls, user lists. Okay.
Yes, okay. So inevitably, if you click on a woman's IMDb page, you will get these user lists are the most ridiculous things you've ever seen in your life. Like, okay, look, like sexy actresses, renowned, like actresses I love, actresses with gorgeous faces, all this nonsense,
Okay.
right? And it's like, who are these people sitting here who have made an account on IMDb, okay, and two, want to tell everybody which actresses they find attractive. What mouth breathing man, right,
I don't
is
understand the
doing this?
point. What's the point of the list? You just making the
That's what
list?
I'm saying. What is the point? Why are you doing this? And then making it
This
for
person,
everybody to see? Who
bro,
cares?
renowned female artist. This list was made 2 days ago. Let's check it out.
Let's check out renowned female artists.
Stacey Dash. Okay, what? That's
Yeah, artist. What movie is she? She's in one movie anyone remembers.
yeah, but it's classic, Stas.
Yeah, I know it's a classic, but she's not a renowned female artist.
No,
She's a renowned female conservative.
is she conservative?
Yeah, she's like she either works or has worked on Fox News.
Oh, good for her. Terry Garr. Who the fuck is that?
Okay, that's well before your time.
You know her?
Did you ever see Young Frankenstein?
I mean, in high school, I think we watched it.
Okay, well anyway, she's in that and she's in other stuff.
Lauren Graham, Gilmore Girls, dude. Come on. Alyssa Milano from fucking Charmed.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game.
Fine.
We're gonna go
What's the
through this
game?
list, and when we say one of these actresses, you have to tell me the thing that's like what you know her from. Like what's your memory of this actress
Okay.
or whatever, right? So Stacey Dash, for me it's Clueless. I guess
Clueless.
for you it's Fox News.
Yeah.
Terry Garr, I don't know who that is.
Young Frankenstein.
Lauren Graham, obviously Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano's Charmed.
For me, it's Who's the Boss?
The fuck is that?
Tony Danza, the sitcom. She's plays Samantha, his daughter.
How was she like super young?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
You're not that much younger than I am, bro.
A couple years make a big difference.
Fine.
Jane Seymour? Wait, she's Dr. Queen Medicine Woman?
Yes.
Oh, I know her from the mom that makes Owen Wilson grab her tits.
Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, Wedding Crashers. That's how I know her. That's
Okay.
crazy. I remember being young and Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman would come on like, you know, you're staying home from like for if you're sick or like summer break, and of course we didn't have cable TV, so we had to watch like sometimes fucking just some real like infomercials would come on, or like the Andy Griffith Show. We're sitting there making a
Gross.
TV dinner for lunch. Yeah, that is my life, Stas.
Yeah.
And
Sad.
but I remember Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman would come on sometimes, or maybe it was late at night, and I'd be like, "This is bullshit. I don't want to see this." But now I know.
Yeah.
She ended up being a real feisty old broad that wanted her titties grabbed. Heather Burns. I don't know who
I have
that is.
no idea who that is.
Miss Congeniality and You've Got Mail? No
I mean,
idea.
she must have been a kid and You've Got Mail.
1975, yeah. So she was no. That's like 20 something. It's 23. Fuck is Heather Burns?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, she is. She's a renowned female artist.
Yeah, she's a renowned female
Blythe
artist.
Danner.
The thing I remember her from is I forget the name of the show, but she was on a show on Showtime with Hank Azaria. She played his mom.
He had his own show, like actually as
Yeah,
him.
he was playing a psychiatrist.
Really?
I forget what the name of the show was. It was
Um,
decent.
I wouldn't have known her, but I now that I see that she was in Meet the Parents, she was the mom. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. Juliette Binoche. No idea.
Chocolat, I think, is their biggest movie.
The English Patient.
Okay, I mean, okay. I never saw it.
No, no, yeah. I'm just saying that's. Wait, she was in Ghost in a Show.
Like this list is becoming more and more of a mystery because there are these actresses on here that you would say are renowned female actresses, and then they also have Stacey Dash. So it's like, what's happening?
Stacey Dash is renowned. Julie Roberts, I would say, is a renowned female actor.
Yeah, but you haven't seen her on the list.
Yeah, she's right here. I just saw her.
Okay, well you're
Well,
skipping.
yeah, because I don't know these ones. Diane Wiest. Wiest.
You don't know Shirley MacLaine?
No, I don't think so. Oh God, Moon knows Shirley. Wait, let me
Yeah.
see what she's in.
She's she's in Halloween Town. I don't think.
Shut up, is she?
I don't know what she's in.
Wild Oats, Glee. Couple episodes in Glee. Downton Abbey. 3 episodes. Princess Diaries. Is she? Wait, I'm in producer, actress. Wait, what? Actress. Not writer, not producer.
She's in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Shut up. Is she where? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. She is. She's Edna Mitty. Didn't remember her. Must have not have been a renowned performance. Salem Witch Trials? Yeah, no. I got nothing here. She in an episode of Psych? I remember that. Shirley's World? 17 episodes. Ooh, that didn't go too far. Isn't that
Yeah,
her?
we can go
No, I
back.
don't think it is her. I don't see a Princess Diaries here. What was Princess Diaries?
She's
90s?
thinking of Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews, yeah. Well, who's Shirley MacLaine then? Why does she know the name?
I don't know.
I know
Maybe
Shirley.
I don't know. All right, back to the list.
I'm trying. Olympia Dukakis?
I couldn't tell you anything she was in, but I know the name.
That's insane to me, dude. She's in a lot of Anns. 2015 was a big
She in
Ann.
Back to School. I don't think that's the right person.
She's in Irene and Marie, Sex and Violence, and Emily and Tim. 7 Chinese Brothers? What is that? Is that based
Scroll
off
down
of?
to the get to the 80s.
Oh, she's been busy. Is that based on Moonstruck? That's the one she said she's most famous for.
Yeah, Moonstruck. That's what Cher.
Steel Magnolias. I've never
Yep, that's
seen
a
that.
big one. Oh, she's in Look Who's Talking.
Rosie.
Oh yeah, she's the mom on Look Who's Talking. I got okay.
And look who's talking too.
All
Fuck
right,
Shirley,
cool.
she's not my girl anymore. Oh
All
damn.
right, back to the list.
Okay, Julie Roberts.
Yeah. What's the movie I think of?
Yeah.
Pretty Woman, I guess.
I think for her I actually think of Erin Brockovich for some reason. Like I think I just saw it at an age where it kind of stuck with me. 8 or whatever it was, 12. Alfre Woodard? What the hell is this?
No, I don't know.
Oh, she's old. Oh, she's in the original Star Treks. Is that right?
No, it says Star Trek First Contact.
Well, not the original. The next gen. That's the original to me because that's when I was out when I was a kid.
You didn't watch fucking Next Generation?
It was out when I was a kid.
Next Generation was out when you were a kid.
That's what I just said.
But that's not the show. That's she's in First Contact. That's a movie.
Well, yeah, but it's based on the Next Gen. It has fucking Xavier right there. 12 Years a Slave she was in. Steel Magnolias, the TV movie. They remade it? Yeah. I don't know.
Listen, I never expected to be talking about Steel Magnolias on our fucking podcast, but here we are.
Angie Harmon. What is she in?
Is she also in Miss Congeniality? I'm pretty sure she is.
What year was that? No? No, I don't think so.
No, I guess not.
Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah, that's not what I'm thinking. That's not what I think about. Is she in Rizzoli and Isles?
She was in Baywatch Nights.
She's Rizzoli and Isles, isn't she? She's one of them. I think she's Rizzoli.
Rizzoli and Isles? No, I don't see anything. Her big things are Baywatch Nights and Law and Order.
Yeah, it is right up there. Rizzoli and Isles, towards the top, you moron.
Where?
Can you read?
Oh, Rizzoli and Isles. Dude, I thought I was looking for Rizzoli and Isles, like not Rizzoli and Isles, like Rizzolian, like it's like
what? Like it's fucking Age of Conan?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, like Rizzolian, like it's like if you're from Rizzoli, you're Rizzolian. Rizzoli and Isles. Denise Richards? Ooh,
My Dreams. She was in that one.
Oh, she's Christmas Jones, right?
Yes, Christmas Jones.
But there's also one. What was she? Didn't she have her boobs out in one?
James Bond one. I don't know. I only think of her as Christmas. That's really what comes to my mind.
There's something else. What is it?
I mean, there's a lot of other movies she's been in.
Oh, she was in Scary Movie. That's right. And she got stabbed by the Ghostface killer. And like, I think the scene was, I think she gets stabbed in the chest. And then like he pulls the knife out and it has an implant on it. For some reason that scene's in my brain.
That sticks with you?
Yeah. She was in Married with Children. Oh, just an episode. Okay, what else we got? Renowned actresses, by the way. Rosanna Arquette. What the fuck is she in? She's in Pulp Fiction?
I'm gonna mix her up with the other Arquette.
Yeah. David Arquette?
No, Patricia.
Who's Patricia Arquette? Oh, she is
the other Arquette.
Is she Honey Bunny? From Pulp Fiction? Oh my god, she's done a lot. Where is Fiction? Oh, she's Jodie. Is Jodie Honey Bunny?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Who's Honey Bunny?
When they're robbing the place in the beginning, and he's like, "Tell your bitch to be cool, Honey Bunny."
Oh, I don't know.
Did you even watch the movie?
Yes, I've seen the movie. Shut up.
Once? Estelle Harris. Who are these people?
Estelle Harris, isn't she from Golden Girls?
No way.
No, that's Estelle Getty. Sorry.
What do you think of the name Estelle?
I don't know who Estelle Harris is.
Real old person name to me.
Oh, she's Mrs. Potato Head, isn't she? She's George Costanza's mom.
Oh, okay.
That's who I remember her as.
Yeah. I don't know her as anything. Susan Howard?
You didn't watch Seinfeld?
No. I keep meaning to, but I haven't yet.
Dang. I don't think it aged well.
Really? It was like the highest paid thing ever. Wasn't it?
I think you're just I think words are just coming out of your mouth right now.
No, I thought Jerry Seinfeld was like the highest paid actor ever when it ended.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
But I did watch Curb. You ever watch Curb? Curb's hilarious.
I've seen a bunch of episodes.
I guess I haven't seen it front to back, but I've seen like the majority of it. Okay, I'm gonna skip through these a little faster because I don't. Susan Howard, Nia Long. I don't know these people.
I know Nia Long. I can't tell you something she's been in that
I
I
gotta
think
look it
about.
up, damn it. I just gotta look. Just a gander.
Damn it.
You people, black AF, dear white people. She's got a type. NCIS Los Angeles. That looks like her biggest thing. I don't know. Sorry. Octavia Spencer. I know her, but I can't think of what she's
Shape of
from.
Water is, I think, the one I remember her in.
What is it?
Shape of Water?
What is that about? It sounds familiar.
Isn't that's the I think that's the name of it, where it's like some woman falls in love with a merman who they're keeping in an underground facility.
Shape of Water. Yeah, Zelda Fuller. Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that. 2017.
It was a good
Wow.
one.
Wait.
What am I waiting on?
Hidden Figures? Isn't that the one about?
Yeah, the black female mathematicians who were at NASA. She's like the lead.
Yeah. But hold on. That came out before Shape of Water?
I don't know.
Well, that's what it's saying.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh, Zootopia? Oh, she's Mrs. Otterton. I love Zootopia. Snowpiercer was 2013?
I was thinking about that movie the other day.
Snowpiercer?
Yeah, it's like who fixed the tracks? And why are they going so fast? You know, like they're not getting away from anything. Like why do they need to go so fast? Slow it down.
Didn't they explain that?
I don't not well.
It's a very odd movie for sure. Reese Witherspoon? That's gotta be
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde, yeah. Christine Taylor, there she is.
There she is. Hey dude.
I think that's the one for you. Hey dude.
Yeah, hey dude.
I think for me it's gotta be Arrested Development. Doris Roberts, that's Everybody Loves Raymond. That's the only thing I know her from.
Sure.
Georgia Engel. She's also Everybody Loves Raymond. What the fuck? Meredith Salinger and Victoria Jackson. I don't know these people. But hey, I know it took a second to get through.
I know the only thing Victoria Jackson used to be on SNL. Meredith Salinger, I don't know her in anything, but I know she's now married to Patton Oswalt.
She's married to Patton Oswalt. No. Did they recently get married? Because I thought he lost his wife.
Yes, he did, and then he met her.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, well, good for them. Them finding love. Oh yeah, 2017. Okay. It took a while, guys. I'm glad that everyone was able to stick through this.
Yeah, thanks for staying with us through this dumbass list.
But no, this isn't dumbass. Now we are all educated on what renowned female artists are. Updated 10 hours ago.
No, anyway, why is anyone updating this? Why is anyone maintaining a list?
Well,
What's
we can
happening
see.
here?
Oh no, wait. We have a renowned male artist.
No, we're done with the list. I'm putting the kibosh on it. We're done with that.
Well, it's good. Sometimes we need a little direction.
Yeah. It already went too long. We spent too much time on this.
Is there such a thing as too much time when we're just doing whatever the fuck we want?
Yes.
Yeah, it probably was too much time. Yeah.
Okay, so what did we hit on? Diablo 4, studio movies, IMDb nonsense, Richard Ward.
Yeah.
Those are really the only two Richard Ward stories, sadly, but
Richie Ward, dude. What do you think he's doing now?
I always think about that. What are these people doing with their lives?
They could be dead and you wouldn't even know it.
Guy go to prison that I went to high school with. He wasn't in my year, but he was a year below me, and I had health class with him and maybe a couple others.
Really?
Or maybe he was in my grade. I forget, but I definitely went to school with them.
Yeah. There.
Yeah.
So you'd one go to prison, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what he did. I think it was bad.
I had one. So.
I only know one who's dead.
I know a couple that are dead. One was actually a pretty close friend growing up, like me and him and a couple others. We'd always bike around or whatever and shit. I think I told you this, right? We'd go fishing and shit like that. Ended up ODing on heroin. depressing.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm like, buddy, how did that happen? How did you get into that shit? Um,
Some people's lives take turns.
is that?
Bad turns.
Oh yeah. The thing is, he didn't have like a bad life. He didn't have like I don't know what kind of demons he's struggling with, but from the outside, there weren't any. Like he had a loving mom and dad. They were split up and remarried, but like it's everything seemed good. He had a job. He had friends. He had everything seemingly decent.
Yeah, and then sometimes you're sitting around and it all seems like garbage, and you take a little smack.
Well, the thing is, he was always into weed. Like, I mean, I smoked weed with him in high school and stuff like that. Like that group was definitely into weed, but it was never beyond that, really. Like, it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how it got to heroin.
Sometimes you
But
get the curiosity, and
well, the
you
thing is,
do it,
it
man.
also wasn't his first rodeo because they found that he had a job, and so he had bags of pee like ready for to do for like piss tests for work because the place he worked at just had like random drug tests, and he had like
Right.
he had plans for it, right?
Okay,
So
so that's the thing. Okay, so here's the deal, right? Is that I don't want to, you know what? Everybody's situation varies wildly, right?
for sure.
Completely adjusted people can fall into these sorts of habits, and it ruins them, right?
Uh-huh.
However, right? It's entirely possible he didn't like where his life ended up, because if you have a job that randomly drug tests you, it's probably not, the most stellar job you've ever seen in your life.
Well, okay. This can be a little fun fact for you. It's not a stellar job, but it's a well-paying job, and you don't need um an education for it, right? And it has you can grow there, and you can make a living there. You could work there your entire life and whatever. But here's the thing. Number one, he just got this job recently. Like he was there for maybe a year, less than a year, right? I don't remember. I think he did go to college though. Pretty sure he went to college. But anyways, the place he works is also where Jevo has and still does work. It's a steel mill. It's a steel mill.
Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes you like the work and sometimes you don't. Maybe it didn't have anything to do with the work at all, right? You just
No,
don't
yeah,
know
I
what's
don't think
going
it
on in
did
someone's head.
necessarily, but
The sad state of affairs.
it is. Oh, but okay, that brings me back to I don't know if I want to say the full name because I'm at such a smaller town that
Yeah, don't
it's
don't
not
worry about
it's
it.
not Richard Ward, but it's a good
Yes.
name. It's a good name, dude. It would
No,
it
leave the man his privacy.
I will, but it adds to the character. But anyways, he was also kind of like a oddball or whatever, and I think I saw him out at the bar like a couple of years ago, and he seemed to have his shit together, so that's cool. But so it's like my sophomore year or something like that, and for me, I'm on the bus to go to school, and the bus goes from my house down the street, and we get to this intersection, and there's like a bank and a gas station. You turn down that street, and you go to the school, right? It's not a far drive. And so this time I'm on the bus, and we're going, and it's like whatever 8 in the morning because school starts early. Was it on the way home? I don't know. Either way, and there's like police tape all around the fucking bank, right? Like, of course, it's like a big to do because we live in a little bumfuck town, and like that shit never happens. And I come to find out like a week later that it's this guy who graduated the year before, so he was like 2 years ahead of me or something like that. And he tried robbing the bank. He tried robbing the smallest fucking bank in the smallest fucking town. And he ended up like getting some money. It wasn't even that much because it's a small ass bank. It's not like they have a fucking giant vault. And I think he was on cocaine or crack or something like that. And he raced up the highway, got chased by cops, and got busted and ended up fucking going to prison. How the fuck does that happen? I don't like. He had to have been
Good
high on
for him.
cocaine or crack or whatever.
The thing is, I think about people like I hope they end up. I think about some people and I'm like, man, I hope they're doing all right. And then I think about other people and it's like I'm not wishing them bad, but it's like I don't know how they ended up. You know what I mean?
There's no way that they're in a good spot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like are they in a good spot? And then there's some people, it's like, I don't even wanna know,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's this one kid, I won't even say his last name, but his first name was Ray. Over in Ray.
Just really
Uh,
stoved her in.
and it's like, I don't wanna find out that this guy is doing well because it would just really put me in a
Oh,
very serious depression,
it
you
would
know?
hurt you to know that
It would
he's
hurt me. It's like, I
succeeded.
can't know he's doing well because god damn it, you know?
It just would really really accent how well you've
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, yeah, really really put a finer point on all my accomplishments.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
Don Dickerter, Ray.
that's such a classic. I wanted to. I think I already talked to you about this, right? About the uh the fucking missiles, right?
What?
The UFOs and the we shot them down.
Oh, yeah. The missiles and the balloons, and we're shooting them down with $400,000 missiles.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
it's
absurd.
nonsense.
Okay, did we talk about the like there was all these like so that the train went off course, right? And there
Sure.
was that
There's a lot of derailments lately, yeah.
yeah. What the fuck's going on with that? Is that like is that a regular
One,
thing?
the, railroads have been understaffed for years. Part of the reason the rail workers went on strike is because of that very fact. Like, nobody gets any time, and they're incredibly understaffed, so, they can't really do anything about it, and obviously they couldn't do anything about it. The president broke the strike, but, um
The president
yeah,
broke the
it's been an
strike.
issue. Yes, he prevented them from he made it illegal for them to strike,
You can
or
do that?
he encouraged it. Yes, I mean, obviously he passed the bill, but
Wait, hold
or
on. How
Congress.
can you make it illegal to strike?
You can. Certain industries, you can make that strike illegal or force arbitration or all sorts of other nonsense,
But hold on, wait.
right?
I don't understand that. Can't how can it be illegal? Wouldn't it just be like, hey, you're not doing your job, you're
There's lots
fired?
of there's yes, there are strikes that are illegal, right? Teachers can't strike, doctors can't strike. It's a quote unquote illegal for them to strike. And when they do strike, they're called wildcat strikes. And some people do them anyway,
A
right?
wildcat
Like
strike is like an illegal strike, but they're doing it anyways.
one of the most famous ones that actually worked was postal workers had a wildcat strike. I don't know when it was, but it was illegal for them to strike.
Why is it? Why is it legal? Because they're worried that it's gonna like really fuck up the industry, like
Probably, yes.
or like obviously if doctors go on strike, like people are gonna get sick and die, and they're like, hey, we
Sure.
can't have that.
Or the postal workers, that mail's gonna pile up, I guess. I don't know.
That still seems strange to me.
Well, that's life.
Like, shouldn't you still be able to strike and you just get fired and then they replace you?
You are so business oriented, it blows my fucking mind. But anyway, we're
Well,
talking about rain. We're talking about trains and
well, wait,
lack of
wait,
infrastructure.
but wait, hold on, wait. Why is that? I mean, but that's just how it should be, isn't it? And if you can't replace them, then you should pay them more or give them better, right? Or what am I missing here?
I don't know because when you're thinking about the strike, you're thinking about it from the business end. Like, oh, these upstarts want more money. Fuck you. I'm just gonna get scabs. That's what people who cross picket lines are called. They're called scabs.
Wait, oh, that's when they're striking, but you still keep working.
Yes, people who cross the picket line to go to work over on top of the strike. Those are called scabs.
Well, that's shitty too.
Well, but that's just what you said. That's what they're saying. Those are the replacements.
Well, that's what it should be. If someone wants to,
Yeah.
if you're like, hey, this is bullshit, and they're like, hey, we can just easily replace you, then you're not doing something that can, you know what I mean? You're easily replaceable.
Yeah, but that doesn't okay. Yeah, that doesn't mean you don't deserve more.
Um, I
If
mean,
you're
not.
not placing any value on human life, yeah, you make a very good points.
Okay, no. I see what you're saying. I'm not saying that it's never possible that you deserve more, but if you're easily replaceable, and you're striking, then of course that they're going to replace you. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, usually strikers already have a union in place, so they can't just get rid of everybody, right? The company's already made an agreement with the union, right? And I don't
Um.
want to talk about this with you because you know less than nothing about it.
Oh, well, good reason not to talk to me about it, Stas. You fucking jackass. Imagine if I didn't talk to you about anything you didn't know.
He says, just replace them. Why bother? You know? Why should a place like McDonald's or Starbucks or any of those places have unions at all? Right? Because everybody's so easily replaceable at every one of these institutions. What would be the point?
Of
Right?
of
Is that what you're saying?
what would be the point of what? Striking?
Of striking.
Well, I don't. Why are they striking? Why would they strike?
For better working conditions, for more pay, for a real wage,
So you're. Oh, what's a real wage?
a living wage. They don't even and they don't even end up getting it, but a wage they can sustain themselves on.
Wouldn't that depend on where you live or your living conditions?
Okay. And
Well, what are you saying? Like you saying like everyone that works at McDonald's should make 40 grand a year?
if you're working full time,
Yeah.
yeah, you should be able to sustain yourself.
Well, but the thing is, okay, so if every McDonald's worker should get paid 40 grand a year, isn't there already a bunch of different variables here? Like number one, where you live.
Yes, but you're the one who made up 40,000.
So
I
you're
didn't
saying,
come up with that number. I said livable wage.
okay, so then if someone's like, say you're living with your parents at 18 or whatever, what's a livable wage for them?
Yes, but you don't that doesn't count. Okay? You can't just pretend, you can't just make up fictional people that don't have to pay rent. You have to assume everybody's got to pay it.
No, that's not fictitious. There are real people like that. I've known
Yes,
many
I
people
know.
like
I
that.
understand that, but you can't always assume that someone's living at home. That's an external cost, right? That you can't assume someone doesn't have to pay. You can't build a business off dumbass kids who live with their parents. And if you want to have full-time workers.
That's true. I just don't know how you don't think any job should have less than like the other thing is how do you measure that? Because if you live with three other people, that's gonna be a lot cheaper than if you buy a one bedroom by yourself or rent a one bedroom by yourself.
Yes, but it's not based on how many roommates you have, man. It's based on what you can how you can survive on your own. The poverty line doesn't assume you're taking on 3 roommates.
What is it? What are you saying with that? I don't understand what you're saying.
The idea of a livable wage is to be able to A, make rent and buy your necessities, right?
Okay, that makes
So if you
sense.
don't have that, right, then it's not a livable wage. It doesn't matter if they don't have as many roommates as they quote unquote should. All right?
Well,
You
it's not even
can't
about
tell people how to live like that.
should, but it's like
No, no, you're absolutely making a case of should because you want that to be a factor, right?
no,
Because you don't apparently want to just keep it at living alone.
but I don't like how are you measuring that? Are you saying that everyone should be able
The
to
average cost of rent
you're saying everyone should be able to afford living in a one bedroom by themselves and provide all their necessities for themselves, regardless of any
on
job
a
that they work.
full-time job. Yes.
And so would that
Why
be
would that not be why would you disagree with that?
would
Why
that
what's the problem with that?
would that be well because the devil's in the details. Would that be based on where you live?
Yes.
So that number would be different depending on what exactly? Like when I go to apply for McDonald's, when I go to apply for McDonald's and say it's in a city, do I have to tell them where I'm living and how much my rent is, and then they'll give me more pay?
It would be based on where that McDonald's is.
So if I live 30 minutes outside the city and I travel into the city to work McDonald's, I'm gonna get in city pay. but live outside the
Sure,
city?
you're making bank. That's what a commuter is. You're describing commuter communities. That's why so many people would take trains into New York City and live, in Jersey.
Um, they did
No
it for
one
more
had didn't have any
money?
problem with that.
They did it
Yeah,
for more money?
yeah.
I don't know about that. I thought people did that because it's like the job they want or whatever, or the job that they
Well,
got or they're
in the
pursuing it.
city, in New York City, the jobs pay way more because the cost of living in New York City is ludicrous.
Absolutely ludicrous.
But that's the thing. It's like, what do you want? Do you want everybody who works at McDonald's in a San Francisco to have to live an hour outside of the city? That's what you're basing the pay on?
No, no.
Then that's what it is. That's the system you want, apparently.
So, but every like the thing is, I don't know that that's
I
even.
mean, all you have to do really is start looking up the base pay of McDonald's workers in like Denmark or European countries.
Why is it
And
way
yet
higher?
those because it's way higher, they have benefits, right? And yet somehow they still make money.
Huh? What do you know like about how much? Like, what's the equivalence? Like, is it $20 an hour? Is it hourly or is
I
it
don't know
salary over there?
offhand. It's hourly, I believe.
Would it be better to be salary?
It depends on the job. A lot of jobs that are salaried are only salaried so they can make you work overtime without paying you. That's one of the tricks of salaried employees. Any job that has you quote unquote salary but still tracks your hours, they're scamming you.
Wait, salary and they still track your hours?
Yes, there are jobs like that. I've had them. You have to tell the people when you started and when you ended, but you're quote unquote salaried so that when you work okay, so that if you work overtime, they don't have to pay you for it because
W-
salary employees are exempt from it.
Wait, so why would they need to track your hours? Wouldn't they just be like, hey, just work and work and work and work and work? Like,
No,
why would they need
because
to know if you're going over your hours if they don't have to pay you more anyways?
they're tracking you so that you don't go under the hours, even though that's not what salaried is supposed to be. Salaried is
Oh,
supposed to be, here's your job, get it done. We don't care how much time it takes you.
oh. So they're tracking
Hourly
hours
is
just to make
here
sure they're getting 40 hours out of you or whatever it
yes,
is?
yes, even though that's not what salaried was ever supposed to be.
That's interesting.
Salaried is just you get the job done.
That actually happened to my dad in the last like couple of years of the place he worked at. They started how they were kind of talking about it was that they didn't know where they were losing money and they're like, well, let's start having everyone keep track of what they're doing and like say, hey, I spent 4 hours on this. I don't know if they were tracking hours like, hey, you have to hit 40 hours, but kind of feels like
Yeah,
it was that
so when you're
direction.
that's a little game people play a lot of times.
Do you think that there's any businesses that do you think there's any room for a business and maybe not like a corporation like McDonald's, but a business that can't pay a livable wage but would like to have extra work at the business and could find an ethical person to hire for that, like not someone who's like working 40 hours and can't pay rent? Do you think there's room for that or is it just like
Is the question, is it okay to have part-time employees?
no, not even part-time. Like they could work, maybe they do work 40 hours a week, but they don't make a quote unquote livable wage for where they are.
No.
So you think that that job
You're running a bad business. If you can't if you need to hire someone with need is a weird term here,
maybe not
right?
need, but like
If you want to hire somebody, you should pay them something they can live on. If you're expecting them to work full time for you,
but
if
what
you
if
can't
what
pay
if
them you can't pay them a livable wage,
so
you're
even if
running a
the
bad
person wanted that
figure it
job
out.
for that price that they could offer,
People will work for starvation wages and people do
I
because
I
they don't have
agree.
any other choice.
I agree, but I'm not talking about like that scenario. I'm saying if it was an ethical thing, like if the person genuinely wasn't starving, right? Like say it was a couple and the hypothetically the man like made enough that to pay for everything and the woman just wanted like a side thing for some extra money to do what she wanted to do with it.
Okay. You can agree to get taken advantage of.
Well, maybe she's okay with
I
it,
don't
or
know if
she's
a see already it's a side thing, but it's also full time.
well. Okay, well then let me ask. Let's go down this road. So if it's part time, then it's okay not to make a livable wage, but it still need to.
No, you'd still be paying them hourly, the equivalent, right? But they wouldn't work that many hours.
So it'd be a full time job, just less hours. Full time pay, but less hours.
Well, yeah, they'd be getting hourly, right? So
Yeah.
they would be less money as well.
Do you think that how does that work? How does that work for if it transfers from like a hmm. So if they made 40
This
bucks an
is
hour,
these you can hear the gears turning in this man's brain right now.
well, I'm talking with a wizard who's put some hours into it. Um so I got to pick your brain.
Okay.
So if someone was working 40 hours a week and say they made say whatever they decided 20 bucks an hour was a livable wage where they were, right? The government or
Okay.
who would actually stipulate this? How would this be
Well, they
enforced?
figure out what the average cost of living is in any specific area.
But how
It'd probably be
specific?
going by census data.
But isn't also like the cost of living even within like a city like change drastically per block?
I mean, I don't know.
Or like
Um,
how nice the building is? Like the place I live right now is more than
yes, that's why they use the median. That's why it's the average cost of living.
hmm, the average cost of living. I feel like something might get lost in there. So if you have well because like the median like so if you have like some rich guy that has like this expensive ass whatever mansion in the area that jacks up the median price for everything, right?
Okay. I think you're overestimating how much one person of just
Affects the median.
not like Musk, or Bezos level, how much one person can affect the average cost of living,
I
right?
guess I don't know enough about that.
Right. A
Fair.
millionaire is not going to raise the average cost of living of a decent sized town even that much.
I don't know. They might have a lot of jacuzzi stas.
Yeah. 3, 4. How many is a lot of jacuzzis?
I don't know how many jacuzzi you think it takes to set off the balance there to
I
really
think it's
start.
more than one.
Oh, it's
I
gotta
don't
be
know.
a
If you're at
lot.
2 jacuzzis, it's like, why? Because it's like, okay, first off, is it his and hers jacuzzis? Are they right next to each other, or are they in different wings of the house? Right?
Well,
What's
it's got to
happening?
be no, it's got to be different wings. It's for a convenience factor. The same reason why you have multiple bathrooms in a place, right?
Yeah, but a bathroom is not a jacuzzi. It's not a jacuzzi's not even a bathtub.
Well, no,
You're
I
not
know, but I'm saying
cleaning in the jacuzzi. You're relaxing.
no, I know, but the reason you have multiple bathrooms is convenience, right? Like you could have a whole family in a house with one bathroom.
Let's say this. I'll say this. 2 jacuzzis is less ridiculous than 2 pools, right? I think we can agree to that, right?
Um, where the fuck? How would you do two pools? Like you just have them next to each other?
No, you'd have okay, think of a mansion and think of like a guest house, right? Then the guest house itself might have a pool.
But isn't the I guess I don't really know what a
See, that's
guest
why it's
house is.
ridiculous. You can imagine a mansion with a jacuzzi, you know, and a guest house on the property that also has its own jacuzzi, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I would say in this case, 3 jacuzzis is where we are right out.
That's where it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, that's where it's dumb. What are you doing with 3 jacuzzis? 2, you can see it. I don't respect anybody with 2 jacuzzis, but you can see it. All right.
Stas, what if I got
And,
rich and I had two jacuzzis? Would you come over?
yes,
Would you use both jacuzzis?
I might rub my bare ass all over those jacuzzis.
Do you think that affects it at all? Like, when you go in the water, your bare ass is touching the water that's touching everything else.
I think it would affect you when you saw it. Yes.
Oh, are you gonna stepbrother me and like rub your nutsack on my drum set, bro?
as soon as I walk into that mansion and like, motherfucker, 2 jacuzzis, who do you think you
As
are?
soon as I turn around, you're just riding my brass
Yeah, fuck your jacuzzis.
stair railing. It's terrible. We have one bathroom and it's terrible. Imagine 4 people having to shit at the same time. We had 6 people in my house growing up and we had one bathroom. It was like almost never an issue.
Yeah, it's also because I know how these people eat, and it's very rarely. I'm assuming they shit maybe once a day.
First off, what do you mean maybe once a day? That's not a lot.
You know what? Thinking about 6 people using one bathroom, the only thing I can picture is the heat. That bathroom has to be hot all the time.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it was never really an issue. Like my Joe, like when I was, I'm thinking specifically when I was like in high school. So Knox was pretty young. He would shower at night. I think maybe my sister would too. Flexi and I would shower in the morning. My dad would be up before we woke up. He showered in the morning. I don't know when my mom showered. It was never an issue, the showering anyway, or any of that. Any of it was none of it was an issue.
I mean, I stayed with my sister a year or 2 ago for a few months, and she has 1 working bed. She has 2 of them in her house, but only 1 works.
What? How's that?
And
How does that happen?
because when they bought the house, they didn't have the money to renovate the 2nd bathroom, and they're still saving for it.
Oh yeah, it's probably the thing is you get used to the one bathroom. You're like, why would I invest 10 grand into
Yeah.
this? Like, fuck
Well,
that.
they need a roof. They need a new roof first. But anyway,
Yeah, well, that's not cheap either.
we had the one. They had the one bathroom, and there were instances where it's like, I gotta go, and I gotta go now. But there's people in the bathroom. What else can you do?
Shit in the
Didn't
sink.
nobody had emergencies at your house with 6 people in one bathroom? My
No, I
gosh.
can't. I can't. Not me. I can't think of any. Not that I remember.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
you know what?
IBS.
You don't have Stas family intestines, so I guess it's not a problem for you.
Um, yeah. Well, the other thing is like we didn't have like people thought it was weird that if someone was in the shower, we'd go in and pee, like or use the toilet.
I mean, we did that too growing up.
Yeah, some people think that's super weird, and I'm like, why is that weird? It's not like you're
Well, it's weird to waspy motherfuckers.
what's waspy? What?
You know what WASP stands for? White Anglo-Saxon Protestant?
No, I didn't. What is that?
Oh,
It's just like
it's a
very
very old term. WASP is a very old
like a
term.
very proper person or something, like a
Yeah, it's
very
like
religious, like
not not religious necessarily, but like country club style people,
oh,
the kinds of motherfuckers who their kids move away, right at 18, or they go away to college, and then they come home and no one's hugging anybody.
no one's hugging.
Yeah,
Do
that's
they
the
wear?
idea.
Are these the kind of people that wear like colored sweaters like draped
Yes,
over their
yes,
back?
waspy motherfuckers. Yes.
And they got um like brightly colored shorts that they wear with sweater vests.
Yeah, but not even the colors are muted.
Oh, they're not even, they don't even have the liveliness.
The wildest anybody gets is a Hawaiian shirt.
Don't you wear Hawaiian shorts?
I do.
Are you waspy?
No, but that's not the wildest I get. I don't think I'm rebelling.
Oh, you're saying they use the
Floral
the
patterns.
floral pattern as a rebellion. What is the wildest you ever get? A little fedora, maybe?
In my heyday, I had a vanity cane. I had a fedora. I wore
Vanity
the
cane.
fucking Naruto headband on my neck.
Oh no, I forgot you told me about that.
Yeah. I did get wild, so don't even front. It
Is
just
that
wasn't
wild?
cool wild.
Is
It
that
was
wild?
pathetic wild. Is it not?
I don't know if wild's the right word. A Naruto, how old were you?
I don't want to say.
Last year? It wasn't last year, was it?
No,
Oh.
but it was in my 20s.
I mean, I'll be honest, I did a lot of stupid things in my 20s.
It was dumb, okay? But you know what? I did it, and that's the end of it. I can't take it back.
Would you do it all over again?
No, I wouldn't, but I didn't even
It's
finish Naruto. That's the crazy part about it.
doesn't matter, dude. It just
I
has
didn't
this.
even love it that much to even finish it. Because
You thought it was
goddamn.
cool enough to do it.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Those are good moments, man. When you think like you think you're doing something, or I wish I could think of some of mine, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. But where you just think
Uh,
like this is gonna go good, or like this is
I
now
wore it for at least a year, I think.
you wore it for a year,
Yeah, man.
like
It
every
wasn't a
day.
good scheme. Yes, bro.
Did you go to school?
Yes.
Oh no,
It's a mess, man. Leave me alone.
every day for a year.
Probably.
Did chicks ever talk to you about it?
No. Nobody talked to me. Ever. It didn't matter.
Wait,
It was probably like conversation repellent.
the thing is, you were ahead of your time, because if you did that now and you were 20, people would talk to you about it for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
You always just born a little too early. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have been a professional gamer if I was born
Oh
like
yeah.
15 years later.
Yeah, like 5 years. If we were 5 years earlier, born 5 years later, our gaming group could have like been streaming. We could have been in the early days. We could
Oh,
have
for
got
sure.
in on the ground floor.
I think 5 years is lowballing it, but
But by the
yeah,
time Justin TV and Twitch TV came around, we were already moved on. Some of us were
we were
like finishing.
separated. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could have been TSM, bro.
yeah, we could have been,
But like,
and we could be the fan brother. Or I don't know what their last name is. What's I forget what their first name is. What's the TSM guy?
Reginald,
Not Gerard. What is his stupid name?
Reginald.
Reginald. Yeah. We could be Reginald pretending to be morons, on TV or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, except we're a bunch of whiteys.
Yeah. Oh well.
Be the pasty version. Probably not as good. Do you think we were good at Counter Strike?
No.
I remember playing, and I mean, we played all the time. We played daily.
We were okay. We were probably a little better than average. I mean, when I say average, I mean like better than some schmo,
Right. We were
right?
we were gold. We
But
were
I'm not even sure we were better than a lot of people. I remember one time we were practicing. We were like our league KLO or whatever,
yeah,
and we met these guys that were like, hey, they were like KLI or whatever, like invite league, like clearly several leagues ahead of us.
sure.
And I came in and started showing us like places to put smokes and how to do this and how to do that.
Wait, is this the guy
And
I'm thinking of? Because
and anyway, and Magic was like, "Hey, how long have you been playing?" He's like, "7 months." And it's like we had been playing years at that point. You know what I mean? It's like, what? It
the
was
thing is,
like it was
even when I
demoralizing.
even when I think about like Dota, when we played just crap tons of Dota, we were the stupid gamers. We're the dumb gamers. Like, we played a shit ton of it, but we didn't ever try to like learn or reflect or like look up. Like, we didn't get involved in communities that were playing competitively to learn from other people's
We tried out for that league. Remember that in-house league?
oh, whatever. What we tried once out of like 15 years.
Yeah, I know. They rejected me.
We
They
were
didn't like
dog
my
shit,
my
bro.
Davion.
We were not the best learners. And also,
That's true.
this person, was it Nixon?
Saren or Nixon? Maybe it was Nixon. The ninja one?
I don't know.
Ajnan?
Yeah, I think that
That the
was
guy?
was that Nixon?
That was Nixon, I believe.
Yeah, I remember Nixon. I didn't know that's how you guys met him. I just remember him coming to the server one time and just cleaning house. I'm like, who's this guy? Like, what the fuck? His shot's so good. But also,
Yeah,
it was
we
a
didn't
different.
learn. But that wasn't what we were after, though. We were just there for fun. We were just having a gay old time.
Yeah, well, that was my mistake, I guess.
You regret having fun? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't even remember the fun. You know what? I would remember a championship, a trophy on my wall.
You remember the fun.
I remember the fun. I remember my first time hanging out with just you. Have I ever told you this?
No.
We were playing CS Office. and we were doing 1v1 because the server was like it was early on, like early in the day, so no one else was on the server, right? It's just you and me, and we were in
Uh-huh.
Vent back in the day when we had the Vent server.
Yeah, Ventrilo, yeah.
Dude, you remember? You remember? You remember that one time Donkey was
Drunk?
yeah, and we didn't want to talk to him. So we put in a little comment next to our name that said, I put in like all caps, like in parentheses, like AFK, like thinking that it would, for me it was like so
Yeah,
that
it looked official, like
yeah,
it's something
so
that
it
the
looked like
server
something you
did,
could turn on, and
and then I
then
put in AFK in lowercase.
you put in no, you put in lowercase AFK2. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Yep, that was a good one.
But yeah, we were playing in Office and we just did 1v1s. And I remember you're like, bro, you're so loud walking outside, or running around outside. You gotta crouch walk, or you gotta whatever walk, shift walk. I was like, you don't fucking know me.
That was one of the things. Like, if I had to really assess my game, I'm actually decent at like the peripherals. I mean, I can't hear worth of shit anymore, and Bullboy will tell you that. I can't hear anything.
I'll tell you
But
that
I
too.
was decent at using other information other than what I could see to like assess where people are. Like, I just kind of had a sense of like where like, remember when we were playing League and I'm just hooking people up hills we don't have vision of? It's because I can my terrible blitzcrank
Oh, you got
that
you
couldn't
got you
hit
got a sixth
anything.
sense. You're saying.
Yeah, that I could. Yeah, that I just kind of know where people are going to be because we've played so many stupid games with them. That's was my
Why did you play more hookers?
that was my strength. That I kind of could use that information to my advantage better than other people could, but I can't aim, so it never really mattered. Like, I knew where you were, but you killed me anyway, so it's like, who cares?
Why do you think your aim wasn't great?
Well, nowadays, it's because I don't know. It's just because I don't have it and I don't put the time in to hone it. I never found a control scheme I was comfortable with. I don't know. It's just like I can't get it back. And when I had it, I didn't really have it. I had my moments,
Sure.
but I never had consistency. And I was in the past when, back in our Counter Strike days, I was more consistent, but you would never call me good.
You weren't known for your shot.
Yeah, I wasn't known for my shot. I'm known for dumb, sneaky shit.
Really playing into that goblin card early on,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, exactly.
Um, who on the team was known for a shot though?
Um,
I don't think of like Magic and be like that guy had a fucking shot, or
no.
like Bolt Boy. I don't think
Old
of.
boy opt.
Did he?
Yeah, he's
Was he
still good.
good?
He has an okay shot. He's a better shot than I am.
Well, according to you, that's not saying
Who was
much.
the best shooters? Who were they? I don't know.
Art of
Skiz,
accuracy. Oh, Skiz
Shell
was
Shock.
good with an op, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
No one were shooters. I don't like sniping. I think it's the dumbest thing, especially in first person shooters. Doesn't have any basis in reality.
Bro, you're playing a video game. It's not about
I
basing it in
understand it, but
reality.
it still pisses me off.
Yeah.
In a building, in a window, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Or have a guy with you telling you where the shot should go.
You want like some hardcore like sniper recon
I mean,
realistic
I
shit?
actually don't because I've played those types of games and they're just walk for 10 minutes and get hit out of the air.
You talking about like
You know,
Battlefield?
I like Battlefield. I I had some. We've got history in Battlefield.
You and me?
Yeah, Battlefield 2, 3. I don't know which one it was, but we played a bunch of that.
I played
I don't
Battlefield
know.
3. I didn't know you played with me.
I'm pretty sure I did. I played a ton with Jake.
I played a lot with my friend Travis. That was like the one game that I played a shit ton with him.
And the best part was just killing
He
people
also
with the
worked at the
deep.
steel mill.
Good for him.
That's where like everyone goes. I just want you to know
Yeah,
that.
because it's a good paying job.
Yeah. But it's fucking hot as
Imagine that.
balls. Fuck that. I don't think I think I'd die there.
I don't have any. I can't think of a specific memory of me and you
That's kind of fucked.
solo, aside from just like playing the most random shit, like just loading up some random Warcraft 3 mods and being like, "What's this?"
Dude, we played everything. We really
Yeah,
did play
we played
fucking
a lot of
everything.
stuff.
Two peas in a pod, huh? Little tree and
Yeah,
Leviathan.
walking through the forest.
And now look at us, huh?
We're
Two.
the ones who got everybody into Dota. We pretty much set everybody else up for the next 5, 6 years of their life.
Oh, we pioneered Dota for the entire world, pretty much.
No, but we got everyone into our group into Dota. That
We were really
that's the
early
truth.
in Dota though. Like we were at the forefront of that wave.
Yeah, for 100%.
And now look at us, still dog shit at MOBAs.
Yeah, we can't even play Dota 2. We're the biggest pieces of dog shit.
Should we load it up right now?
No, I'm not installing it.
Just not tonight.
We'll play. We'll get Cortex in here. Get your brother in. Get someone else. Get a fifth, and then we'll go at it.
That'll be a podcast one night.
Yeah,
That would be pretty funny, actually.
the Dota 2 revival, and then we'll have Cortex shot call.
Oh my
She's a
god.
Dota 2 pro, self-proclaimed.
Did
So
she
she
say
can go
that?
ahead.
She can't be
No,
serious.
I don't. She didn't say she was a pro, but that was her game. That's her game, right? She dad said that. It's her game.
She didn't even know who Axe was, bro.
Well, we're throwing her under the bus. It doesn't matter. Okay, she can do she can shot calls,
What?
and we'll go.
All right, fuck it. Dude. What is
I'll go
it?
to Upland Druid.
Yeah, no,
I'll play fucking Tree.
I know you'll play Tree. Tree's good.
God, I
Tree's
love
fun.
Tree. Every iteration, I've loved the Tree. They've changed him several times over since Dota
You get the
1.
little eyes, and you get to be an invis,
Yeah,
and then you
Eyes
just
of the
pop out.
Forest. He used to stun. I don't know if he still does, but at some point he would just being near the trees turns him invisible, and if he comes out, bam, he stuns you if he comes out from invis.
What? That
Yeah, it
sounds
was
way
sick.
better than what he used to be.
It's
He used
sick.
to have he used to have a cast invisibility.
Yes, I think they may have brought that back, but there was a time where it was just passive when he was near trees.
Wow, that's some pretty drastic changes.
Yeah,
Dota
very cool.
2 is Dota is like the original MOBA.
It's the original League of Legends.
Yeah. Although
It's
there
not
was
even the original league. There was Aeon of Strife
yeah, but
apparently
no
the
one
real
really
OG.
played that.
But no one cares, and only stupid nerds will come and try to correct
I
me on
don't
that
think
shit.
anyone would fucking even know. Like, name 5 heroes from that game.
I have no idea. I'm not. I think
Jim
it originated.
Raynor.
I think it originated in Brood War. I think it was a
Yeah.
Brood War.
Yeah, it
move
was
that
Brood War,
had.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Speaking of which, let's bring this back full circle, right?
back when Blizzard games were good.
Fucked up Heroes of the Storm
Oh, how?
because they stopped supporting it. They didn't really. I don't think they ever really had their heart in it in the first place. And I think deep down, it has a lot of good things about it. There are some. It's different substantially from League or Dota, right?
For sure.
People would call it a little more like
Simplified.
simplified, but
Or
I feel like, and it is to a certain
for
degree,
sure.
but I feel like it emphasizes different things. It had different maps, which is super cool, right? Because there's different. Then it's like, okay, we're gonna do this on this map. We have different strategies. Different heroes become better or worse on certain
Yep,
maps.
yep.
Um, and it was more team oriented and less about farming or individual performance, right?
Yeah.
You're all about like, hey, let's get together and do this, let's do that, let's make sure everyone's doing this. If you tried to do everything alone, you're gonna get boned, right?
Yeah.
It's a team game more so than at least basic league, right? Or something along those lines. It
I
had a lot
agree.
of things going for it, and I felt like they didn't give it its proper due.
I mean,
Felt like
they
it could have
did.
gone somewhere.
I remember they had Heroes of the Dorm, right? Where it was like a college league.
Yeah, they did, but it was I don't know. I
I
feel
remember
like they could
seeing.
have grown it more.
I
I
was
feel
at
like they could
Jevos
have
one
done more
time.
with it.
I was at Jevos one time, like years ago or whatever, and I saw it. It was like on ESPN2 or something. I'm like, Heroes of the Storm is on ESPN2. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it was a dead game.
Yeah,
Their monetization was bad. That I think when it was released, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was like the most expensive to get something, to get like a champ or
I
to get
guess.
whatever. It was
Yeah.
it was per dollar more money than
I remember
League.
it was a grind and a half to unlock characters. Like I played so much to unlock that fucking
Yeah,
shaman.
it was a very big grind, but
But
it had its charm.
it did for sure. It
I
was
wish they would release shit like that. Honestly, when games die, make them open source. Let people go nuts on them. Let people host their own servers. What do you give a shit?
well, why would you need to host your own servers? They still run it, don't
I
they?
know. What I'm saying is just let people do whatever they want with it. You know,
Well, they probably don't because they don't want someone to like make money off of it, and then all of a sudden they decide to go back and revive it, and
they're
then
not
they
going
can't.
back. They're never going back.
They might. They
They're
go
not doing
back.
it.
They went back
I'd
to.
love. Actually, I'd be super interested in a new MOBA.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, what do you?
Did you ever play Dawn Gate?
Mm, I don't think so.
It's very short. I don't even know if it made it out of beta, but
I played
it
a lot
was
of Heroes of
another
New
MOBA.
Earth.
Um,
Heroes of New Earth
no,
was
I
pretty
played the
decent.
Pokemon MOBA. It stunk.
Oh
Heroes of
yeah, I
New Earth's
played that
dead.
too. The thing is, it could have been cool. It was just too basic. The other thing that was cool is that Heroes of the Storm had like you could do different builds. I
Early
really,
League had that too. You can go hybrid, you can go AP, you can go AD. For a lot of champs, they made them purposely to go different builds.
I meant like talent wise, not like
Oh, they have that in Dota 2 now.
what?
They have talents in Dota 2. As you level, you have to pick talents, like one or the other choices that are like pretty substantial changes to your character.
And they have items still?
Yeah, we played during this era, man.
I don't remember.
You should because they were actually some pretty
I
substantial
got lead
changes.
in the brain, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Means I'm gonna die before you.
Well, just make sure you will me at least one of your jacuzzis.
Oh yeah. You can have the one that you wiped your ass on. Lead head. Yeah, little lead head.
Yeah. Ah, damn.
What else we got, Stas?
I don't know. I've been driving this bitch for some time. What do you got?
Driving what bitch? Because you talk about Diablo?
Talked about Diablo, then we moved on to Richard Ward, and then we are talking about IMDb. I'm the one who brought up that
I told you about fucking okay. I told you about fucking Donnie.
Donnie Brasco. Yeah.
Donnie and the deodorant. D4 beta, yeah. Wait, did you pre-order it, Stas?
No, I mean I'm sure I'm going to play it, but it's like this ain't Path
Wasn't
of Exile. That's what I'm gonna be thinking. It ain't Path of Exile.
you already know. What if it's really good? What if it like impresses you?
Um, I have my doubts, but
Like, would you be happy to pay
I'd be
70 then
willing
if
to
it's a good
say
game?
I'd be willing to say it's a good game, right? But you know how good it would have to for me to say like, man, this is heads and tails better than a game that's free.
I mean, yeah,
It would
I
have to
get
be
it.
real good,
I don't. Wasn't the new Call of Duty $70 too?
probably. But I didn't buy it. I waited till they released the free version.
Yeah, the online play.
Yeah, the online play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I didn't buy that shit either. $70 is
Jake
absurd.
bought the new version and he played it like 3 times.
Oh,
Poor
poor guy.
bastard.
Hey, they gotta
But
keep the
that's
game.
what he does to himself.
I don't understand how. I don't understand. This is what blows my mind. I don't understand how, in a world where there's more saturation of games and there's more independent developers creating, borderline or AAA equivalent games, like good games, and somehow the prices are going up. Shouldn't that bring the prices down?
Um,
Because they want to be competitive with all this other shit.
yeah, you would think, but they're trading in on their names, man.
You
That's
think
why these franchises they keep just iterating on their games.
Call
Call
of
of
Duty
Duty,
17?
Madden, whatever, all that other nonsense. The consoles have a lot to do with it too. A lot of those big AAA games are console games, and a lot of the indie stuff is still it's hard for those indie games to penetrate consoles.
How much was the new Pokemon game? That wasn't 70.
I don't know. I don't buy Pokemon games.
I know, but I'm saying that's like Pokemon 15. Yeah, it's
I
50
know.
bucks.
I don't know.
50 bucks. Where do you get off, Blizzard?
Yeah, you should be pissed. $70.
I'm not getting it. I'm
You
making
know
a
the
stand.
most
I'm
you
going
gotta
on
you
strike,
gotta
and if you
sell.
play it, you're a fucking scab.
Okay. You ain't gotta convince me too much.
Oh, you're gonna play it.
Listen,
We're gonna play it.
April, the new path. Going to be a new Path of Exile expansion in April. Perfect time to try the game.
You
Get
say that
into it
every expansion.
before it's as it always is before
It
before
always
Diablo
is.
4 comes out.
Okay, Ray.
No, I'm going to the doctor.
What do you say? You been drinking, Ray?
Oh.
A doctor's appointment this morning. Well, you didn't answer the question, Ray.
No, well, I apologize.
I apologize. Show us your curtsy.
um, I don't know. I feel like you should give it a shot.
I am not opposed to it as
You
long
are
as
opposed to it, but you know what would get you to play any game?
boobs.
No.
But that's true too.
1 out of 2 brothers needs to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna check out this game," and then you're all on it. You're on it.
It depends. I can't have a current fix, and right now I am balls deep in the league.
Mhm.
If Knox was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play Path of Exile right now," I would think that he's gonna try it and be done with it in a day, and I'd be like, "I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna keep doing my league
But
addiction."
if he's playing it a week later,
No, he's too far ahead. Then it'd have to be the right moment to really suck me in.
I mean, people can, get through the story in 3 hours speed running.
What does that mean?
That's they start quote unquote end game, the end game content, in a few hours.
You know, I was thinking about this, Stas.
There's tons of end game content.
Do you think you're when you don't have a good game to play? Do you think you're looking for? Are you looking for a game to play? Like, do you have that fix where you're like, dude, I wish I had a game to just fucking
Yes,
grind?
sometimes it's been stronger than others, but yes. If I
Is
don't have a
that?
game, I'm
I mean, I think all of us have had that. I've talked to Knox before. I know we've both have that. Is that addiction?
no. I think it's a yearning for. It's not an addiction. It's a hope to return to those days where you felt like you knew what you wanted to do, right? It's a yearning for guidance, for direction in life, as sad as it may seem. But when you have a main game, you're like, fuck yeah, right? I know what I'm doing today. I'm gonna get this and done, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna fucking play some League, right?
Oh, I've been
But when
on
you
that
don't have
league
a
grind.
main game, you're like, well, what the fuck am I gonna play? I don't want to play any of these. This is garbage. This is trash. You feel lost. You feel
Yeah, but it's a
directionless.
direction of like massive amounts of consumption and non-productivity.
I agree, but you still get that feeling like everything's good now.
Well, yeah, that's what addiction is. That's what when an alcoholic doesn't have alcohol and they're like, damn, dude, if I could just get my hands on some
I don't think
vodka.
it's the same thing as withdrawal.
Well, I'm not saying it's that level, but addiction comes in different forms, right?
I mean, it's definitely. I mean, we use it as a coping mechanism, right? It's
Yeah,
used
but
as an
everything's a
escape.
coping mechanism,
It's a
except
de-stressor, you know.
besides
And
actually doing
that's
shit
the
you don't
thing.
want
When
to.
you have a main game, that's your main de-stressor. I'm already not agreeing with what I'm saying because it's a very big stressor for your dumbass. When you
What?
have a main game, you hate that game.
Everyone hates it, dude. You ever watch Tyler 1? This guy can't fucking quit the game for 10 years.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
makes a
that's
living
different
off of it.
thing. That's you trying to get away from the quote unquote main game because it's not serving its purpose anymore. It's not giving you what you need or want.
Other games aren't. Like, here's the thing. I think right now I'm like, dude, it'd be dope to have like a nice MMO that we could really fucking grind. But then I'm like, would that really be good? Because then I would not fucking do anything.
Yeah, yes, because you're thinking good in different ways. It's not just good. You're not thinking good overall. It'd be good because it'd be fun, enjoyable. You would bring back that sense of community, right? But
Yeah.
when people have a main game, it's not like a main game alone. It's a main game with people. So it's a sense of like, hey, we're all playing this game now. We're all playing New World, and we're sitting in a channel in Discord, and I'm chopping wood, and you're doing this, and everyone's it's togetherness, right? And that's kind of
Listen,
wrapped up in it.
a lot of alcoholics get drunk at the bar.
Yeah. So there's a lot wrapped up in it. And I don't agree with this nonsense that it's like, oh, we're not being productive. It's bad. Fuck productivity.
Well, I mean, to a certain degree,
To
you
a
know,
certain degree, sure. Should you be able to like to sustain yourself? Yeah.
listen, as soon as McDonald's starts paying livable wages, then I'll start working there.
Yeah, then you're gonna be at the drive through. Hell nah.
No, probably not. But the thing is, if
Someone's
they are,
copy your ass,
if
prank you
they
at
are,
the
then other
drive-thru.
places are.
Oh, I should mention this. I cured my TikTok addiction. Speaking of addiction,
You have a TikTok addiction?
yeah, I was just on it all the time, and as soon as I would close it, I would open it again for no reason.
Oh yeah, I do
Right?
that. Yeah, okay, I do that sometimes.
So I was like, "This is I got to be done with this. It's not doing anything for me." I could have. I've been. I'll end up looking at TikTok for like an hour. I could have been playing
But
something.
don't you enjoy it?
No, not really. It's like having finished a fast food, and it's like it was good, I guess, at the time, but man, I'm really regretting it now, like
That's
immediately after.
hilarious.
So I stopped, and then for a couple weeks, I would like by habit just open it up, but I would force myself immediately to close it, right? But
What you
now,
caught? But you had the awareness to catch yourself?
yes, yes, I stopped myself from even looking at. I wouldn't like a barely a second or two of a video, and then I closed it
That's crazy.
immediately.
Because for me, I
So
very often don't recognize I'm doing it. It just happened. I
oh,
mean,
yeah, so I close it, I was done, boom, and then a few weeks go by, and I don't even accidentally open it anymore.
look at you creating healthy habits.
And then I talked to Jake about it, and he's like, yeah, so apparently there's a trend going around on TikTok right now of where women are tricking the algorithm into allowing them to make videos showing their boobs.
What?
Apparently, if you do it in a dark room, kind of a dark room, in a mirror, it like fools the algorithm so that it doesn't get taken down. I don't know. And he's messaging me. He's like, yeah, pretty much every woman I followed on TikTok, I've seen them naked now. And it's like, why are you telling me this?
Oh,
Why are you
stop.
trying to bring me back?
That sounds like cap. There's no. She's saying that just to fuck with you.
Apparently, it's a thing. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, all of these TikTok girls that he's following, like they've just been waiting to dump him out, and they just haven't.
well, yeah, I mean, the TikTok women he follows are likely thirst traps.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
Isn't he
he's a
married? Isn't he married?
heterosexual. Yes, he's married, happily married man, but he also likes boobs. It's not. I mean, this isn't shocking.
Isn't that a mutually exclusive thing? Oh,
Yeah,
that is good, dude.
but
The weaker.
even that didn't bring me back. I'm still good.
Wow,
My next one is Reddit. I gotta get rid of that Reddit one,
you
and
go on
then
Reddit?
yes,
Ah, gross. I hate Reddit. It's just like I like the information on there. Like sometimes I stumble upon it or I look up something specific and I'll find a Reddit link or whatever. But the layout in general, like the UI and the user experience and all that shit, I fucking hate it. It is just miserable. It's like
the app isn't terrible.
it's shitty. I hate it all.
I mean, the my biggest issue is that the ones I frequent, there's like it's like our relationships or am I the asshole or a lot of those types of things.
You ever post on it?
Um, and I'll make replies sometimes. I don't make my own posts. But the worst part is that there's just so many people. There's so many fake posts and or people just saying the most ridiculous shit, and it's
Oh,
annoying.
you think people are just doing things for the attention sort of thing?
Yeah, or like yes, they'll yes, there's tons of fake posts on relationships, our relationships, and relationship advice. Tons of stuff. And then there's also like, am I the asshole? I mean, you know the premise of it, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
yeah. So anyway, the thing is, it's like it's supposed to be like, okay, were you being a dick or were you not? Right. But when people put out these situations, it's constantly there's like people, well, it's like, well, technically you didn't do anything against, and it's like, bro, this isn't about technicalities, my guy. It's about were you a dick or not, And it's like people they just have taken it to this dumb place of of like it's not about whether you're the asshole or not. It's like whether or not,
You can
you
justify it.
yeah, and it's just like, this
I
is
actually just
nonsense.
saw one recently.
Who
It
are
was
these
like
people?
it was these parents who it was this this couple, and they had this daughter, and she went to live with her boyfriend, and they're gonna get married or something like that. And then something happened where like they couldn't afford rent, so they decided they and I think the parents, for some reason they couldn't go both to one house, right? So like the daughter was gonna go to her parents, and the son was gonna go to his parents, and they were gonna just work and save up and then get their own place again. And the parents were like, well, you're past 18 now or 20 or whatever, and you made your decision to be with this man or something like that, and blah blah blah. And so you can come back because we're your parents, but you have to pay rent. And then she's like, okay, well, this is what I can afford or whatever. And they're like, no, you have to pay rent based on like the local, like the fees of the area or whatever like that. And
Yeah,
then
that dumb shit.
yeah, and it's like, what are you talking about? If she could do that, she wouldn't need to stay with you, dumbass. But yeah, it was
If
like
you think parenting is over at 18, you are a dog shit parent.
agreed.
That's really what it comes down to.
I agree.
Like, I understand people can't afford things or people take advantage or whatnot or teaching hard lessons or whatever,
Yeah,
okay? But charging a child market rate for rent is so ludicrously the asshole. It's like,
right.
why is this even a discussion? It's just nonsense.
Yeah, I don't. The thing that I don't understand is like, if you like, how do you not want to be a part of that your kids' lives after they're 18? Like, why wouldn't you want that? Like,
I don't know.
do you
You have
despise
to
your child
realize
that
is that
much?
we've been incredibly fortunate to have very
Oh,
supportive families.
yeah,
Lots of people don't have that. For some reason, lots of parents don't have that connection,
I don't get
right?
it.
Or they feel like teaching these lessons, quote unquote, is more important than, I don't know, loving your children.
Dude, I'm all for quote unquote teaching lessons, but like not at the cost of their fucking safety, right? Like if
Yeah,
this girl's
I
gonna be
get it. It's like
homeless,
it doesn't make sense, right? If you're planning on kicking your child out at 18, no matter what their situation is, it's like, what are you doing? You're
yeah,
basically telling them to go get a minimum wage job and to make things exponentially harder for them, right? To get out of it.
yeah.
Like once you get into that cycle, it's incredibly hard to get out. One of
Well,
the
yeah, because
only
you're living paycheck
reasons
to paycheck. What the fuck are you
yeah,
gonna
one of
save
the
up?
only reasons I can even afford to do anything is because I lived at home for so long.
Yeah. Well, you also, to be fair, you took on a lot of debt to get your education.
Yeah, well, that too, but if I mean, yeah, it's just it's nonsense. That I see a lot of those posts. A lot of the other posts I see are like, "Am I the asshole for not sharing my inheritance with my brother?" And it's like, I could not care. I couldn't. You couldn't get me to care a single iota about anything you have to say.
You just hate
It's
people
like,
with money,
why
don't
are
you?
you coming onto Reddit and talking about your inheritance?
Well, I mean,
Gross.
wait, but hold on. First off, why would I don't know. Is there more to this story? I'm interested
No,
now.
this isn't just one thing though. I've seen it a bunch of different times about like people inherit money, they don't want to share it with whoever because of X reason. Sometimes the reason is I don't know, you know, they're whoever the person is, this, did some dumb shit or did some of this. Like it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about anything you have to say.
You want to hear about people inheriting money?
Yeah, well, that too. But it's like, what are you looking for here? Why are you coming onto some public forum and asking about it? It seems it's like a brag. You know what I mean? It's like a humble brag. Here's my problem, but also, aren't I awesome?
Guys, I just got $2 million. Should I share it? What do you think about that? Like generational wealth or whatever, like passing on millions of dollars to your children. I know I've heard like a lot of people say like you shouldn't, like it should be heavily taxed so that it gets redistributed back into the economy.
Um, I don't have a problem with taxing it. Uh,
To what degree though?
to what degree?
Yeah, like are you taking half, or you being like, okay, well that's considered an income, so we're gonna take your whatever 30-40%? Are you saying like take
I
like
mean, I don't
80%
really
of
have
it?
a set number like that. Like, I'm fine with with taxing it as income, I guess. I haven't really dug too far into it. I don't think it should be taxed at like 15 like capital gains.
Yeah. I mean, technically,
Generational wealth is probably one of the biggest culprits of like, the difference between in the wealth gap, right? When people start inheriting properties and all this other nonsense, it's like they're just ahead, right?
for
They're just
sure. But what's
ahead.
the solution?
What's the solution? Revolt.
Both what?
Get your pitchfork. Hit the street.
Wait, solution. Wait, what? What are you talking about? I'm saying like, so if someone dies and they have a bunch of properties and they're like, well, this is gonna go to my kid. Like, I mean,
Honestly, in those situations, I'd recommend they should be forced to liquidate the properties. If you're not living in them, liquidate them.
so they get
Get
a
them back on
a
the
cash
market.
fund for it or whatever, a
Yeah,
cash value for it.
yeah, whatever cash value is, they have to be sold. You can't keep them.
Hmm. Do you think anyone should be able to?
Holding on to property is just obviously I hate landlords, so it's not really that's the thing. I don't care.
You don't think there should be landlords, or
No, they don't produce anything. They don't bring anything to a society. Not adding value.
well, wait, who? Well, so who would own like an apartment building?
They can be sold as condos, and everybody in the building can own them.
Wh- What if someone doesn't want to own one though?
What if someone doesn't want to own them? There are the number of people out there who can really quote unquote afford renting as like a just a like not as like a money making strategy, but like just live fine off of renting is incredibly small,
What do you mean,
right?
like
Like
as someone renting from someone else, or is like making?
yes, because the thing is like okay, let's here's me. I'm making $60,000 a year, right?
Okay,
Gross.
yeah,
So we're talking like 40 take home,
sure,
right? If I have an apartment that's 1,200 a month, right? And that's a sing that I there are sing that's about what I'd be paying for a single bedroom apartment around here
yep.
that's not infested with rats. Um, and then we add on utilities. We're talking probably 15 grand a year, right? So 15 minus 40, that leaves me at 25, right? That's 25 throughout the year to spend on anything else, right?
Well,
That's
yeah.
hard to just like actually, save off of, eventually get a house. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be hard for me. It's going to take me a long time to do whatever it is I want to do with my money, right? As opposed to somebody who's making $120,000 a year, right? If they're paying even 30 grand a year in rent, right? We're doubling the amount that they're paying. They're still coming away if they're taking home 80, right? They're coming away with 40, right? So the thing is that renting makes sense at higher incomes, but that's not how it works. Renting is what we force lower wage people into doing, and then it's harder for them to get out of that cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, but I know people that don't make 100 grand a year that for sure want to rent
Okay,
because you don't
I
have,
know of
because it's a
people. I
responsibility to
know
own
people
shit,
that
right?
snort bath salts.
Huh?
Yeah,
No, what'd you say?
I know people that snort bath salts.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say no fucking.
Richard Ward. No, I
Do
wouldn't
you?
put past him. I don't know. I don't know any, but that's what I'm
What
saying
if
is
Richard
that it
Ward?
doesn't what?
What if he did?
And I'm sorry, Rich. I hope you find a better place in your
You ever
life.
try looking him up?
No.
Uh,
He's not one of the people I even think about. It just so happened I thought about it because you mentioned I don't know, clown shoes or clowns or something, and then it made me
And we got 2 stories about him today?
yeah. And then you talked about gym class, and then that's where it went.
Pissed on you, bro.
Anyway,
He pissed on you.
yeah, that bastard.
Why didn't you just whip it out and pee right back? You little.
It was already out, we were naked.
Well, I mean,
No,
okay. Well, why?
I'm not trying to go get into a pee battle.
Did I ever? Do you ever? Do you pee in the shower? How about that?
Yes.
So do you know people that like say that's weird
Yes, I've had that discussion within the family.
within the family?
Oh, hell yeah.
How?
Find out who pees in the shower, find out how people blow their nose.
Wait, how do people blow their nose?
Some people go both nostrils. They don't plug one and do the one at a time. They go both.
Well, how's that gonna work?
I know. Yes, exactly.
How the fuck is that gonna work?
I don't know. There's no pressure. That's why it's so wild.
You ain't getting shit out if you have like an open flow.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. But that,
The
some
whole
people do
idea
it
is to
like
get
that.
the power of 2 nostrils into one, and then you can really clean the bastard out.
Yeah, I get it.
What about ears? Use Q-tips?
I've tried. I'm trying not to these days. I used to.
Wait, what do you mean you're trying not to?
Well, because it jams all the fucking wax in there, and then they eventually gotta get cleaned out.
You've had your ears cleaned?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had my ears cleaned, but
I
I
had to get them. Well, I haven't. I've done them myself, but I had to flush them out, get the liquid, pour it in there, then flush it out with water, and then these massive chunks of wax come out
wait. How did you know you needed to do that?
because my ears would be plugged.
Really?
Yeah.
I've used Q-tips my whole life. I've never had that.
Well, I don't know. You got nice ears.
Thanks, buddy. I need to hear that today
Yeah.
with
No
my nice
problem.
ears.
Okay. How about this? You look at the toilet paper after you wipe.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Some people don't.
Then how do you know you're done wiping?
Exactly. That's what I say. But they feel like they know.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no,
I knew
no.
somebody that just knew that quote unquote just knew.
You
And I
can't.
knew somebody else who claimed to have a standard 10 wipe procedure. And they never looked at the paper. They just did their 10 standard wipes and they were done.
That doesn't make sense. First off,
I
the 10 wipe.
understand it doesn't make sense, but you don't know until you start asking people. This is the wild thing about people. You don't know what people do in the bathroom. Okay. And people, because it's like, how did you learn? Who taught you? People do weird shit in there. And we don't know because we don't ask.
The don't ask, don't tell kind of solution.
Yeah.
But I'm curious now. Did I ask you this? Do you front wipe or back wipe?
Both.
Oh, I did ask
Yes,
you.
we talked about this because I low key, if men weren't dirtier than women, right? I feel like we would have the cleaner butts because we can go both ways. Because if you go one way, if you go front to back like normal, right? We would call that
Yeah,
normal,
you reach
right?
around front to back.
Right? Yes. And you do it like that. And then you turn around and go goofy foot, right? And go back to front, you're going to get different stuff. It's going to be a different experience. You're going to get white. You're going to get stuff.
You tell me that's gonna be my experience. Are you saying you do both every time?
Not every time, but sometimes, yeah.
So if it's like a little mud butt?
Yeah, if I got some mud butt, I will do both.
I could see
I want to
that.
make sure it's clean down there.
Hey, fair enough, man. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like when I go under, I've tried it recently. Did I tell you this?
No.
I tried doing a back to front recently. I feel like
Okay.
I'm gonna clip some shit off of the toilet paper onto my ball sack. You know what I mean?
Okay, you got to hold the ball sack up.
You hold it up.
Yeah, you can't be letting it dangle while you're going back to front.
I don't know. I don't know what the
Use
proper
the other
procedure is.
hand. Get that other hand in there holding the balls up.
I guess what am I usually doing with my other hand?
Nothing.
It's just sitting there while my balls are getting scraped.
Yeah, and also, are you going with enough force that you're just gonna
Just take one of my nuts off, bro.
and hit the balls?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, man.
That would be interesting. I'd love it if we had like a big enough following that we could poll shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, give me like 100 people in here so that we could poll it. I want to know what people are doing.
Yeah, but the thing is, the poll it's constrained by the choices we give them. Theirs could just be some wild shit people are doing,
Well,
and
yeah,
I guarantee you, if we have a discussion about this, there's going to be some motherfuckers in this chat who are like,
I
"Oh,
wipe sideways.
I don't do any of that. And then they're not going to say anything, but they're the weirdo.
I would love to hear
You
about the
don't know the
weirdos.
wiggle? What the? That's what I do.
I like to go in from the right side and I just kind of part the cheeks and I get it up there and dab. I'm a dabber.
They origami the toilet paper.
Yeah, like a little. I create a little swan that gets its neck up in there.
Yeah, you don't know about the swan. You don't know about the 3 shells.
3 shell swan method.
Yeah,
That's all right. We'll
it's
get there.
wild what some people do out there.
Yeah, we'll get there, dude. We'll get there and we'll be able to interview all the weirdos. Speaking of,
Yeah.
we should. Are we gonna do a guest one of these
We
weeks?
should. Where's Miss Merck? Guest number 1. Get her on here.
Is that number one?
I don't know. I'm down for it.
You're down for anything, pervert.
I am down for anything.
That's not
No,
true. That's not true.
That is not true.
If it was
Say yes,
Steven
right.
Crowder, you wouldn't be down.
Ew, gross.
Ew,
You're right.
ew, gross.
No Steven Crowder and no Ben Shapiro.
Those are the
There's others, but
of course there's others. We'll get Cornelius West. How about that?
we could get Stacey Dash. All right, that's fine.
Oh yeah, you'd make an exception for Stacey.
Yeah, I will make an exception.
It probably doesn't hurt that she's an attractive lady.
No, that's almost the entire reason.
You fucking pervert! I knew it. You're just gonna tune out and be like,
I'm just a man.
yeah. I'm a simple man, dude. I got simple issues.
Yeah, let's get a guest. Let's try.
You want to do that for next week?
Well, no, I don't care.
Okay, let's do that.
Send her a message. She's clearly not here today, or else we would have heard from her.
Yeah, that'll be
And then
interesting.
we'll learn all about Miss Merck.
Yeah.
Member of a pillar of your community. I almost said ours.
Well, I mean, it kind of is ours, right?
Well, nowadays maybe, but not really.
Or at least on Wednesdays.
Yeah, on Wednesdays, sure, it's our community.
Like a divorced couple. It's ours on Wednesdays.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, let's see if she's into it. If not, we'll just talk about more shit on next week. Who cares?
Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go get some food. That's a good place to end.
Okay. So, one thing to note is that everything we've drawn so far, we've done the opposite. But with these posters, should we not swap them? Shouldn't Soraka be on my side and Jessica Rabbit be on your side?
Oh, we can. I don't know. I originally did it because I only had my poster and I was the chat's on your side. That's why I put that one over there. Swap them.
Oh, well, I don't care. We can keep it this way.
No, too late, dude. Too late. Now I know that you're fucking pissed about it.
Well, the thing about it is that if you look at it's a white background, so the white chat is getting lost.
Uh-huh. And who said the white background was not a great idea?
I mean, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Actually,
okay.
that does work nicely then.
Are we drawing anything?
I'm gonna make Miss Merck draw something. Be like, hey, when you you have to pay us to come on the show with art. Pay with art.
In art, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Make it. She'll make it. Just
Oh, look at who shows up. I'll be a guest. Hee hee.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, well,
perfect timing.
I've been lurking. We'll put you on the roster.
On the show next week? The Miss Merck special, it'll be called, or something other appropriately named.
Miss Merck Spesh. Why would you want to talk to me? I'm boring. I also might be in Chico next. The fuck is Chico?
What's Chico?
Is that your new boyfriend?
I mean, Chico would probably be in her then.
Oh, Chico Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, yeah, that nails it down.
Heyo. Wow. Well, we already are failing.
We can do it. We can reschedule. We can do it a week after. Oh, good for you.
Get a good soak on, yeah. You know what?
I like
you
a good soak.
know
I
what
need some.
Amish people call it soak? I think it's Amish,
I
right?
think you know. No, you're talking about Mormons.
Oh, Mormon. Okay, I was close. I mean, kind of close, right?
I mean, in a way, yeah. All right.
But you know what
We can't
soaking
get
is?
on to something. Yes, I know what soaking is. It's like being you're like not doing anything, right? Isn't that where you're not doing anything, but
You
then
can't
someone
have
else on
sex.
the
You
bed?
can't have sex outside of marriage. So you put the wiener in the vagina and don't pump, and you
Right,
just let
but
it
then you have
soak.
you have a third person in the bed, like, jump up and down on the bed, so you're
Yeah.
not actually
First
doing
off,
anything.
can we agree that having sex as soon as the P enters the V, that's sex?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I don't know who they're fooling, but
I
it's
don't.
not anybody
Well,
and with a brain.
the biggest part about that is they think they're fooling God, right? Like they believe in a God, and then they think they're fooling him by doing that.
Yeah, that's the best part. Like, "Hey, we
We found
tricked
a we
you."
found a loophole, dude.
Yeah.
That's more like
Um,
marinating.
see, it's like these kids are just they're, like, emerging. They're trying to, like they're, like,
Game the
testing the
system.
bounds of their indoctrination,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They know something's not right here, but they're still, like, trying to deal with it within the bounds of their religion.
Oh, they're
And you
trying.
know what? Maybe someday they'll get out, or
But
maybe
it
they
doesn't
won't.
even. It just doesn't even make sense. It's just like bad
It doesn't make
logic.
sense. It's nonsense, but hey, why is and also the inclusion of the third person. It's like, you don't think this is wrong?
He's not looking, Stas. He's just jumping with the blindfold on.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll be back next week, um, with some more pump and repump.
Pump and repump.
Um,
Maybe
and
maybe we'll have a special guest.
and maybe we won't, but also maybe Says will report back on how much he's loving Path of Exile.
That's not gonna happen this week. Did you say it's starting like in next month?
The new expansion's coming in April.
Oh yeah, that's ways away.
I'll get you yet.
I don't disagree. I don't not believe you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you later.